I forgot to do this. Music.
What have you done?
This is a professionally produced stream.
You're all over it.
I was doing, you know what?
Here, grab a
like
cold one, maybe up here. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, welcome into Uncle Bill's Hangar Talk here with the tribe. We got the chief right there. What's up, chief? I hate when people call you chief. What's up, chief?
Hey,
I can't do that. We're canceled. Demonetized.
Right, good night, everybody. Then
Stream's over. And then we got the chief from down under.
Yeah.
That's it. That's not even a real. They don't even give us a real yeah.
Good night, everybody. Then
you couldn't be expecting anything more than that, could you?
Yeah. And then we got this guy. Hey, Mr. B, and his trailer of fun and young people and things. Hi, Mike. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. For now, anyways.
You're looking lovely as ever. Good to see you. And welcome to Uncle Bill's channel. Everybody in the chat, they're rolling in now. Hi, everybody. I got a little late start.
Pretty quickly.
I got a little late start. I'm energy free right now. I'm energy deficit. I actually did work outside.
Tuckered up. Hey, you know what I realized today?
South Florida, Joan Mita. What?
I realized I've never had an epiphany.
What?
How ironic.
No.
You know, that's how tired I am. I didn't get the joke until just like a moment ago.
Just now. Well, you know, if I'm going to have to start drawing pictures for these, I might as well go to bed myself.
Epiphany, wasn't she a singer back in the 90s? And she slept in the car and got famous on YouTube. And
that was Mercedes.
Close enough.
No, Epiphany? Wasn't that her name?
I don't know.
Anyway, Bob Casey is in the chat, and Lloyd, the grumpy vlogger, and plays it here. That's Kenny. Hi, Ken. And Trevor Fuss from Down Under as well. And Brad Darius from Canada. We're so international. And speaking of foreign countries, here's Johnny Doneflyer from Louisiana. That's like another country. Louisiana. Hi, Johnny. And we got, I said Lloyd. And Dominic's in here. He's just chatting away. And I think did I miss anybody?
I think you got it right.
Justin.
Nope.
Oh,
Justin's here. Hi,
Yay.
Justin. Oh, did I invite? I don't know if I invited Don, to be honest with you.
come on.
I don't think I did.
He's a weekly staple.
Oh, wait, I did invite him. Not joining or watching tonight. Not off till 10, and I have to be back at 7. Crybaby.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh,
Weekly highlights.
Wow.
Weekly
Snubbing, that's
highlight of
for
the show.
work.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to do some heavy lifting tonight.
And it's kind of sad that, because we like him. Don't be like that. We do. I did invite him. I did. And I actually invited
Yeah,
everybody.
we're going to have to do some really hard work now. There's no Don.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say. Max said to send a link. I sent it to Tammy. I thought that was the same thing. Or maybe he was just joking. He told me to make sure I sent him a link. I think that's it, so he could say, you sent me a link, and I went like that. I think that's what it is. Maximo Aponte Jr. Okay, here we go. Paste.
Don's busy packing for the eclipse. He doesn't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
That could
Yeah. I wonder if can he get away with his new job to go to the eclipse?
Wow.
I hope
Wrong way to say. That's
We
when
just need to move it forward one day, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's done it so many times he could do it in the dark.
That's a
I
good
don't
one.
know. I don't know. I think that's amazing. I think it's wonderful. You know,
while on that topic,
he's probably
I
going to
wish-
sacrifice a couple of chickens, dance around a fire in a loincloth. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
while we're on
James
that,
Troning is in the chat. Hi, Jim.
hey Jim,
To
while
my-
we're on the topic of eclipses, I actually saw one when I was 8 years old. So I'd love to see another one as an older person.
I was waiting to hear how you
Adult.
described yourself.
Yeah. I remember when we were
I
kids
was
too.
8 years old. Like,
Well, no, I
was
mean
8
now
years
as an
old.
older person.
Yeah,
You could have, you could have said an old, an old fart, or you could have said, you could have
Okay,
said
an old
anything,
fart
you know.
then.
Yeah, you were just a little young squirt,
Yeah.
and now you're an old fart. Chris Hope in the chat. Hi, brother.
Yes,
How you doing? Chris is one of the guys. He actually calls me on holidays like Christmas and stuff. Isn't that nice? Picks up the phone, says hello.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, brother. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
That's salt of the earth kind of stuff right there. And hey, let's talk about drones. I flew my
Why
drone.
not?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cool beans.
I still haven't downloaded the video to my computer. I probably should do that, huh? Yeah, I flew. Ozamara again. That's Tim Jackson. I actually sent him desperate for guests. I sent him a link.
Yeah, desperate for guests then.
Yeah. I think I did. Maybe I thought of it. Maybe I thought to do it, and then I thought better. I'm pretty sure I did. I was on New Year's Eve. I flew in the morning with Johnny Drone Flyer and Alan.
Yeah.
John, I went live. Yeah. That's the last time I flew it. Yeah.
I didn't see it live, but I did see that you posted that.
It was gripping. It was gripping.
At that particular hour of the day, I was actually snoozing pretty good.
Okay. All right. Well, you're allowed. I imagine. You could snooze if you want.
Well,
But you know what they say: you snooze, you lose.
that's right.
Yeah. I'll show you some.
The night before around here, the fireworks were going all night, and my dog was going ape shit because of the fireworks and the gunshots and all that shit. So it was a very late night that night.
Where do you live in Detroit? What happened? Gunshots?
Yeah, they fire off guns at midnight around here. You know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the deep south,
See, I knew he was going to do. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt you. See what he did? He said, "Hey, Bill, shoot me a link this afternoon." So I did, and see what he does. Look, yeah, we're having a romantic weekend. The hell with you. Okay, let's add to this. It's Mr. Romance. Hey, Justin. Captain Joe America.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Hey,
Tammy and Matt.
Cool cat.
Since
funny
when did being
Mac
naked in bed ever stop them from streaming? By the way, just
Exactly.
Max says they're in bed naked, and she takes time out to grab her phone to say hi to him.
That's the way the world is. Texting each other while you're doing it.
That's funny.
To the left, move to the right, move to the left.
Stand up, sit down,
Lower,
fight.
lower.
Wait a minute, you're not texting me. Who are you texting? Man, that's true
Hey, man.
sexting as they call it.
Yeah.
Are you texting someone else while we're or whatever? You thinking about somebody else? That was what people would. Never mind.
That was before phones, smartphones.
Yeah,
Oh baby.
smartphones are dumb.
Pretty much.
Don't stop. I got to reply to this email.
Oh, you're gonna catch something. Ew. Oh my god.
Is that email spam or sperm?
I got a sperm folder. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vanilla got-
That's what you call a used condom, a sperm folder. Okay, are we off the rails yet? Did it happen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, just checking.
I don't know if we were ever on the rails.
Yeah, we need to talk filth now the whole rest of the time. How about those effing drones, man? They're awesome. Here, I'll show you what we were doing. And I'm gonna give you the setup. I was with those guys at the spot of the South. It's over here. South Florida drone meetup on New Year's Eve. Captain Gray and Al and Ken and Steve and Chris. Chris came down from Georgia, drone RC. Anyway, so we were there by the water, and I'm doing my B-roll. Walk around with the phone, introducing everybody. It came out pretty good. And Captain, I turned it around because I was doing a sweep of the water, and I hear Ray, Bill, push record. You can see that I never pushed the record button. So
It seems to be happening a lot.
yeah, I'm a dipshit. So I had to do it a second time, and this was the second time.
Not the first time that's happened.
Hold on. There it is. Okay. Share.
There it is.
Whoop.
Oh, there it is.
And we'll add this to the stage. Look at that. And you see this giant thing on the top of there? That's for satellite television. The drone. Actually,
Themed all over the world.
it's a speaker. And it's loud on an Air 2S. As if they're not annoying enough. Yeah, all right, so here we go.
Beamed across the world.
I recorded none of that.
Range.
Permission to land. Use runway 27. Coming in hot.
You hear that?
That's cool.
Well, that was,
Almost missed the landing pad.
yeah, that's not so good.
And funny.
Look at that.
No, we're having trouble.
The fun you can have with that
All right.
speaker.
Look, I think he used bungee cords to keep it on there.
It's amazing. The Air 2S can handle like a 7-pound speaker on its back. That's pretty. How much is that, Steve? 100 grand. Okay, guess what? He's right. I didn't push record. I switched.
what's happening, pal?
Hey,
And now they're gonna make believe this is the first time I did
How
it.
you doing?
Glad you made it. Glad
World
you made it,
famous
bro.
Ray Kelly.
Hey, Paul.
Al Sushioni. And Ken G. Kenny G. How you doing, Steve? And Chris, who's occupied with his goggles.
Oh, you
there.
sent me the movie. Good,
Yes, sir. Excellent.
Oh, so
Excellent
Ray,
day.
okay, cool.
Beautiful day here.
Look how nice it was. This was 7 o'clock in the morning. These bozos. It was like 50 degrees out. 46. It was 46 degrees
There's
out.
something that causes me great fear. There's a crane down there. Some of you may know. Oh, this guy's swearing like crazy on my B-roll. That's awesome. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Beautiful. That's
Hey, boy.
monetized.
Cap Ray.
But hey, just so you guys know, if you
Hey,
haven't been here for the
Ray.
South Florida Drone Meetup, this is a beautiful spot. Lots to see and do.
Hey, Captain Ray.
Tony's here. So that's all you need to know. That's it. That's it. So this is New Year's Eve, 2023. Where else would you be? In a 46-degree morning at sunrise. 46-degree morning at sunrise. Bunch of maniacs. See you soon.
And that's that. All right. And I did fly the drone. I got video from the drone, and you know where it is? It's still on the drone. So I'll have to pull that off. And yeah. Bill is the live stream king. No, I'm not. I don't stream that much anymore. I need to start streaming more.
Yeah.
My hours are down. I'm gonna lose that little money tag at the bottom. If I don't watch it, I'm just barely over 4,000 now. In the last, I used to be 6,000. So I'm gonna have to start streaming a second day.
Mm.
But anyway, we got some more people coming in, huh? Look at that. Chuck, go back. Oh,
Friday
invite-
nights.
we can invite Chuck in. He'll come in.
Why not? Yeah.
But he might be naked in bed with I was gonna say with Tammy, with his wife.
Oh,
You know, I don't know.
Something?
Oh, Don just hit us up again. I might watch back later in the week though, so don't talk shit about me.
We're going to be really talking. We're going to
Tell him.
roast him. After
Too
him
late.
saying that, you're going to get roasted, Don. You're
I
gonna
just
get
told
roasted.
too late. Too funny.
We could talk about fisheye.
But he doesn't even talk about fisheye. Fisheye just seems to no longer exist.
I'm calling you
It's
fishbowl
been a
the
long
other day.
time since I seen fish guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if Chuck wants to come in. I'll send him a link. There we go.
Hi, Lee.
Oh no, I really did send him a link. Oh.
It's alive.
Oops.
It's alive.
Oops.
He's alive.
You did. You did send him the link. I told you.
Hi, Tim.
Hello. How are you?
Welcome.
It's on.
Welcome.
Just got to finish this email. Hold on.
Yeah, come in the street. You couldn't have done that before you connected. Hey, how's everybody doing? I gotta go take a shit now.
Yeah, right. I gotta
I'm
go.
just going to go off and
The perfect guest.
drop
Yeah, you
the
go
kids at the
catch your
pool.
You wouldn't do that on Ken Herron's stream.
I wouldn't be on Ken Heron's stream.
I was gonna say that.
You know, or somebody important.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
If I broke the law, he would have me up there.
See, you know, he's very sex centric. This one here.
Yeah. And
Ugh.
supposed to be having a romantic night in bed, and he's been in the chat more than pretty strange.
Well, it's a noisy bed, I guess. I don't know.
That's what
Can
you
you-
use.
He's like, hold on, shit. Oh.
Fumble.
Fumbo.
Isn't that what you use Alexa for? Hey, Alexa.
There we go.
Alexa, reply to this email.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Lee. Lee is working hard for the channel right now.
Mm.
Hit the thumbs up. Act, well, you don't. That's not true. They don't tell. You don't know whether they hit it or not because they don't show how many thumbs down you get anymore.
No,
They could have all hit it, just
Mm.
not the one that you're thinking of. But
There's only one channel I hit the thumbs down on. So that's all.
which one?
There's only one.
There's only one.
I
Yeah,
never
there's
hit
only
the
one.
thumbs down, even if I hate the person. I hate the strong word. So I never hit the thumbs down. Never.
Never ever.
Nope.
You're a saint.
Yeah.
You're a saint. What a wonderful human being you are. Speaking of what's up with the waving finger? Speaking of saints and wonderful people,
What? Where?
Everything working.
Where?
Hi, Brad.
I said speaking of, I wasn't I'm not necessarily referring to you.
I thought you were
Hi,
talking
Chuck.
about Lori.
Hi, Chuck.
I feel overexposed.
What's up, Chuck?
How you doing?
What's up, boys? I feel like I was just on a live stream. Why is-
Always.
Yeah.
Were you?
Long time no see.
I know.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
See, now if we're going to talk about drones, there's one person in here that actually flies on a regular basis and does stuff with them. See, now we got balance.
Because I
Oh,
don't.
Joe does. Captain Joe does.
I
Captain
haven't
Joe, when's the
flown
last time you
in
flew a
a
drone?
week.
If it
It's been
wasn't
a week since
raining,
I- Yeah.
You know, you've always got an
Thursday.
excuse. Thursday? See?
Thursday.
He's a flyer.
when it stops raining,
Be flying
I'll get up.
tomorrow. Flying Tuesday.
There you go.
We have a nice fresh snowpack. It would have been pretty to fly. I just did not. But it looked really pretty this morning. But I want to get out away from the housing development. I find the housing development to be kind of like, gross. I want to get out in like the woods and fly.
You want to go you want to go far. You want to go on a long trip.
Well, I do have the. Yeah, there's that thing about me, isn't there, Tom? Where I have to go great distance to like fly.
Well, there is a great distance. And there are
Well, what
two
did you do to
people in this
Iceland?
chat.
And you go there, and then they have a huge
So there's
volcano
two
go off.
people in this chat that are going to be a long
That was
distance
months after
away.
we left.
What did you do? What did you do?
We extinguished the first one, man. We threatened to show up, and the volcano went, "Wah!" Crawled up and went back in its little hole, and I didn't get to fly over the volcano at all. It's very sad, but
its little hole.
It dried up before we got there. It's like, what the F, man? It was seriously 2 weeks out. It like dried up. I'm like, no, come back, you son of a. And it just didn't. But yeah, did you see it's crazy now? It's like that whole fissure is lit up. There's new drone footage on the internet that I'm very jealous of that is spec-effing-tacular. And because it's night stuff. People film at night, you know, and the glowing molten lava looks pretty epic.
Wow.
Anyway.
Gee, if only a volcano would have opened up near my house. That'd be great.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you want that to happen, but
I can get some nice footage.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is if you be filming that stuff, you better have an escape plan because they were talking about Blue Lagoon. Blue Lagoon is the big spa that everybody goes to, right? The geothermal spa.
That would be a hot video.
3 minutes. They said in 3 minutes the lava could take that place
Captain
over.
Dildo. Hey, welcome in, Justin.
That was good timing.
Just in time.
Hey, Justin.
But anyway, it would be cool to catch it, I guess. And as long as nobody gets hurt, why not?
Yeah, that would be really cool. I very much had a Mini 3 Pro ready for action that was a spare that could have been melted, and I would have been okay with it. If I got the footage, I would have been okay if it got damaged or whatever.
But just think, Iceland's getting bigger now.
Well, Iceland's getting bigger anyway, because like it's literally divided by the two tectonic plates, the North American plate and the Western European plate, and they meet just like this.
Yeah.
And well, actually like this. And
sure
it's spreading. Well, it's like this, and they're actually spreading 2 centimeters a year, so it is getting bigger.
Like Madonna's knees.
Jesus.
I knew he was going to go there.
Sorry.
Well, really, no, it's getting
Madonna.
That's what makes Iceland.
I'll get back to
What decade is this? You're beating on Madonna. What is up with that?
I don't know.
They've never met.
1 minute we were talking about. 1 minute we're talking about cool geological stuff. Next minute we're talking about Madonna.
That was very cool.
Madonna's
Very
cool.
impressive.
Yeah,
Madonna's nice. They've
you'll
never
have
met.
that on this show, right?
Yeah.
So.
You had worse.
The other thing you got is besides the excess of heat in the area, you got the sulfur smell too.
Who's Mr.
Sulfur
Romance?
smell can
By
be
the
really
way?
overpowering.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the concerns, I guess, going near those locations. They had I remember when Lori and I were going to go, the first thing they mentioned was they had closed down the hiking path to the volcano because of noxious gases and stuff. What is Max talking about?
It's talking about Chuck. I mean, not Chuck, Justin. I mean, for some reason.
Having a romantic weekend.
Fixated.
Yeah, he's a bit of a internet stalker, but it's okay.
Is he a
It's
bit
like
of a
an
stalker?
ongoing battle for the last 6 months between Max and Justin. It's getting heated up.
I liked Madonna when her first record came out, and she
Like
was
a
wearing
virgin? That didn't stay
that.
long.
No, that was the second one. The first record, her debut record, was that was great.
What was it?
Holiday and all
Big
that stuff.
Brad.
Wore the black lacy stuff and really
Holiday.
sneaky.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, dude, you remember that video? Just
Yeah, I was in college.
yeah.
Actually, I was a dropout, and I'm still hanging out.
Oh my God, she was smoking hot. So,
I was a linesman at the time.
well, time is time, but
Time after time, Cindy Lauper.
right?
Good song.
And you were gonna go.
You were my only customer, Max. So
Papa
to
don't
tell you.
preach. She's still hot then too. like a Prayer was a great song that pissed off the Catholic Church. I like that song.
Hi, Paul.
It did piss off the Catholic Church.
Well, they got to loosen up a little bit anyway, but it was a good song.
They'll never loosen. But anyway,
That's a good Catholic girl like Madonna. I can't believe she would piss off the Catholic Church.
I think that's her goal. That's her stated. That's her
That was her goal. Yeah, I mean that's
that was her stated goal.
controversy.
Fucking
Controversy.
that was her goal to get out of that situation.
Controversy.
And then she became Jewish.
Yep. How can you go from Catholic? That's like me going from Catholic to Mormon.
Maybe you should.
Oh, wait,
Why
my
not?
brother did.
Both
brother did that.
Mormons are Christians, and Christianity sprang forth from Judaism, so it's it's all related.
Yeah.
Why not,
dude?
What if I wanted to become a Buddhist? I can't do that. I got the belly already.
Could
Hey,
do
I still eat all the food. There you go.
You want to?
I don't know. Maybe he could become a beep Scientologist.
Oh no, Jim
No,
Droning's now
no.
saying Madonna is like a Mavic 3 Classic, sort of.
What? She's like a mini one.
Wow, this is a great subject to talk about. Thank you, Lon.
Madonna,
Bam,
Mavic 3 Classic.
bam. Look at that. Is that true?
Yes. Yes, I got an email about that.
Really?
Whoa, that's nice.
Well,
Yeah, we have to
that's
start the
great.
show again,
You
Warren.
must have got the same email I got. Lon.
You've got to come up on the panel sooner or later.
So what are they going to do? Just it's going to be a free for all again?
Yep.
Yes.
That'd be
Drop
great.
all the geofencing.
Right.
There are so
Islam
many
must
times
belong
when
to
it's really
Judaism.
okay to
They
fly,
got-
and thank
Why would
you,
they need
TJI.
geofencing when they got that new thing that they can see your drone
Remote
any day?
ID.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, I know where I can fly and where I can't. There's maps and shit, and you can see where you
We
can
all know
fly.
the rules. We all know the rules.
Just send
Yeah.
I that's big news. That's huge news.
I got that
Yeah.
email.
it. Live exclusive.
Everybody goes.
Like a
Jim, I
bombshell news.
poked you, man. You did not disappoint. I poked Jim Dronings, and he did not disappoint.
I got me one of these cards. I know the rules. I don't need DGI's help.
Well, actually, it's a hindrance because, when I was
That's
in
right.
Iceland, and I wanted to fly the really cool Lutheran church, and I couldn't because DJI said you cannot fly here. And
Yeah,
do you know how many
tell-
drone shots I've seen on the internet, and it was safe airspace and shit, and yeah.
It tells
Thank
me
you.
that all the time here at the house because I live right next to an airport. But on Saturdays and Sundays, it goes back to Class G airspace.
Mm.
Oh,
Sure, but
If we
DJI
wanna
doesn't
fly
keep
by an
close
airport.
tabs
We gotta
on it.
make a phone call to CASA and get a license and approve it.
Yeah, that.
hi,
Oh,
Brad.
I did that dance, Tim. I did that dance a couple of times
The
with
paperwork's
DJI.
not
not
doing
that
it anymore.
hard.
Pain in the
I'm not doing
ass.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Pain in
I did
the
that
ass.
I did it once.
Hmm.
It's not that hard.
No, it ain't. You just make
Pain
the
in
phone
the
call and they give you approval over text.
Look, man, when you want to just bust the drone out of the bag and get it up in the air fast and move on and do other shit, you want to get your B-roll and be gone. It's like I
Hmm.
do. I don't
Well,
have.
that's what I do with my Phantom.
It's
Four.
half hour of misery to get approved and stuff, and it's just
It
annoying.
only takes 20 minutes here. They send you a text right back.
You realize 20 minutes when I'm on a trip and I'm vlogging, that's forever.
Yeah, but
I forgot. I recently flew at Vero Bowl, one of our other bowling center, because I had to go there for the day because I was fixing because I'm the company geek, so I drive all the way up there to because we had to reinstall. Basically, I had to recreate a POS. Anyway, on my way there, I mean, once I was there and it's updating and installing, I had lots of time with my thumb on my nose. I plus had to wait for them to come in, the remote tech support to come in and install the actual Conqueror system, which we can't do. They have to do it. Anyway, I went outside and flew the drone. I brought my Mini 2 with me and flew, and I went to take off. What's that message that comes up and it says something about limited space and you agree, blah, 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 because I didn't really read it.
I just checked the box on it.
No, I didn't really read it.
How about you? I just okay, they're a little worried about me flying here. I don't care. Click the box.
What is an airport somewhere near there? I don't know.
Yeah. But
And then you know what? People are inconsiderate. You know what happened? I just brought the boss out. Hey, want to see something cool? And she goes, oh, yeah, that's just like one of our employees. You're not impressed with my little mini drone flying around your bowling center. Anyway,
that's the best thing
I was trying to pay attention, and some old lady tripped and fell in the parking lot and hurt herself. I mean, very inconsiderate of her.
Yeah. Shame on
I mean,
her.
I was torn. Do I put the controller down and go help her?
You gotta go help her, rescue the
What
girl.
did you? I did. I actually gave my controller to one of her friends. Here, hold this.
You're a good man.
You gotta help.
I mean, it's
Well,
an DJI drone. I just hung out watching,
But beyond you being a good guy and helping out the woman in distress, the best thing about the mini drones is they're so small, they're so quiet that people just think they're like non-threatening and it's no big deal. And it's
Have
and
you
you can
ever
do
had a Phantom 4 V2? They're not small.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like when I fly the Mini 3 Pro around and nobody bats an eyebrow at the thing or eyelash. They don't care because it's like, and I'm getting great stuff with that drone, but it's totally non-threatening. It's the mini drones are awesome.
There was and then she wouldn't let anybody help her up, so she just kept sitting there. Like she tripped over a parking barrier.
She break her hip or something, or is she okay?
No, she was all right. She was a little. She got a bruise. She hit her face when she went down. No, I feel bad. She was not she. When I say old lady, she was up there. You know, she maybe 80.
Because you know it's always a concern. Like my mother-in-law, when we found her at her house and she was sitting down on the floor because her leg was like that.
I'm saying, let's get you up. She goes, no, I'm okay. But she wouldn't get up. She was just sitting there for like 10. The drone's up in the air. I'm thinking, I don't want to seem like a dick and go back to flying my drone and ignoring her, you know. And finally got her to get up, and she was fine. She's a little banged up, but she was okay. You know,
that's good because I mean that's the thing. You know,
all on your own time. I'm busy here.
All on your own time.
It's true. It really is true about the minis. So they're limited on what they can do in high wind, but man, when you can fly a mini drone in a populated area, it is the best thing to buzz around with because you can get great shots and people don't care.
Well, I brought it down lower and just so I could kind of keep an eye on it, you know, while I was helping her.
Well, it's easy to lose them, isn't it? Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but like freaking thing is gone. Like visual line of sight's about 10 feet. It's like
it was a cloudy, overcast day. It kind of disappeared in the the gray body kind of disappeared.
Like, so is that a floater? Is that a floater or my drone? Where to go?
But I could hear it. It was low enough that I can hear it sound like bees, bzzz,
or if you see a moth go past it, you think, shit, is that a bird?
But nobody Karen'd on me. They were all concerned about the woman.
I've had Karens like we were in the Cotswolds in England, and this one concerned citizen's like, "You cannot fly here. There's a sign." I said, "I'm aware of the sign, and yes, I can fly here. It's sub 250, and
I've got all the
it's all right. So have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
See you later."
Yeah, you can say things under your breath.
That's what I was doing. Have a nice day.
You just shown that you know how to sign. You know, it's a sign, and
I still haven't played back that footage because, like, I haven't looked at. I'm still working on the Iceland shit. I haven't looked at the England stuff at all yet. We'll get there eventually.
Mark R. White, welcome in.
Yes.
I'm still working on the Iceland shit. Oh, I hear my echo.
Huh?
I hear an echo.
That happened to me with the Mini 3. I was flying it towards me. My son called me. So I looked down at my watch to say something to him.
You look up where to go.
I went right over me.
Yeah.
And didn't realize it. And I'm saying, where the hell is the drone?
Yeah. I know. It's like, well, that happened in the Cotswolds too. I was like looking for it. Lori was there, and a friend we had made that was there. I was like, where the F did it go? Where to go? I couldn't hear it. Like, where to go? I'm looking at it on the screen, like, shit, where is it? I see it on the map. I know where it is. Where is it? I'm looking, God damn it, where is it? And like, it's right there. I'm like, oh, right there.
And I was at 115 feet and couldn't hear it.
Dude, that thing just, that's the problem with the mini drones. They're quiet and gone before you. Yes. We got her back. We got it back within
VLOS
like a second, and it was okay. But all I do is look down for a second. You know how it goes. Look down for a second. Look up. Oh shit, where is it?
Yeah. I kind of lost track of mine when that woman, broke my concentration. Pissed me off.
Yeah.
She actually got hurt. I wouldn't be making these jokes. I mean, she was just a little banged up, but still.
Max retracted something. What we saw, Max. We tried.
So, what do we all do today? I gotta brag on myself a little bit if I get an opportunity. But you guys, what did you guys do today?
We
I made pierogies from Fresh.
You made what?
I made pierogies from Fresh.
Did you?
Nice.
Now, were they just potato pierogies, or did you stuff them with some kind of cheese?
I put a little cheese in it, but not much. I like a regular pierogi.
Was it that Australian brand from Munda cheese? What kind of cheese?
No. It was what's the name?
As long as it's not from under cheese.
Cracker Barrel.
Nice. Yeah, that's very tasty.
I had about 10 of them, then I froze about 3 bags of them.
Awesome. Look at that.
Wow, nice.
People eat pierogies in Australia?
Mhm.
No, I can't fucking find them here, Bill. That's why I made them from
They're
scratch.
easier to find here.
More for Tim.
There's a market for you right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love pierogies, man. I remember making them with my mom. Beautiful. Brings back a lot of
Well,
memories.
I think maybe because we're more multicultural down here, I've seen them.
Yeah, but you have
regularly.
gnocchi. You have gnocchi. Why don't you have pierogies?
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand that.
Pierogies are easier to find here, I reckon.
Nice.
Good job. Good job, Mike. I
Yeah.
flashed something today.
Good job.
Your
Go ahead,
neighbor?
Jim.
Your
Say
flash
it.
neighbor?
You flashed something. Jim flashed something today too, but it's
And
not
that's
the
what
same
she
thing.
said.
Well, he's flashed people in his videos with that little man thongy thing he was wearing that one time.
Yeah.
That was pretty scary.
Jim, are you okay? All right. Yeah. It's Andrew.
What's up, Jim?
What's up, Andrew?
Joe? What's up, Tim
up, Andrew?
Jackson?
That's not what I meant. Okay. Hi, Andrew. How are you?
Good, you?
Good. Oh, how come you don't have the fan going?
It's not hot.
Okay.
That's what
What
she
the
Not
said.
hot here either.
Hey.
Well,
It's not hot here, is it?
Chuck's,
It's not hot here. That's for sure.
it's a lot colder at Chuck's place than it is at my place.
Oh,
I
that's
got-
what she said.
We're finally gonna get the snowshoes out. I think that'd be cool, right?
Oh, snowshoeing.
Better y'all than me.
I think
I don't
we
like
need
that
to.
type of stuff.
Can,
Yeah,
gotta vlog it. Gotta
What
vlog
is snow?
snowshoeing.
I haven't seen it in 20 years. 21 now.
We need a little. We're gonna get a little more over the next couple of days. So maybe by the weekend there'll be enough of a base to maybe seriously try them out. Might be kind of cool.
Yeah, make a snowman.
You guys remember my friend Greg that was in here the one
person.
time?
Oh, yeah.
He sent me. I hate when people do this. He sent me this picture. That's what it's like in central
Brr.
Pennsylvania. Brr. I sent him this
Hell,
jacket.
this looks cold with the blue. It's just such a cold.
I sent him
cold
this
color
jacket. This
temperature,
coat.
man.
It was.
Yeah.
I had no use for it in Florida, obviously. And then he sent me that picture there. Yeah, that's what it looks like in
Hey,
Shamokin, Pennsylvania.
Mark's sitting at 32
Where at?
F.
Pennsylvania?
Shamokin.
Hey, well done.
He's sitting at
Wait.
32 F. So what are we right
Well
now?
done.
We're colder. I'm colder than Mark.
Thank you,
Mark is
Paul.
28 here, man.
Ooh.
Thank you, Paul. Oh,
I don't think
wait,
I
who-
can.
Paul sent. You did it twice, Paul. Did you do that on purpose? Well,
did do it.
whatever. 5 and 5 is 10.
I only see one.
Oh, I see 2 at the top of my thing. I don't know. Maybe it's here. We do this
No, it's
stuff.
only one.
Oh, I forgot to send I didn't send any homework to you, man.
Hey, baby girl.
It's okay.
So,
It's
were
not
there
fun.
many?
I had it on top chat. I changed it to live chat, and now there's one.
Hmm.
Were there many crashes
I
up
mean,
there,
it's
Chuck?
warmer. Wait a second. This isn't right. It's warmer in Canada than it is where I'm in. That's wrong.
I don't know.
Holy crap, holy.
That's not
Well,
usual.
what's the temp in Canada right now?
It's 32 and it's only 28 here. They're 4 degrees warmer. Man, it's like shorts weather. What's up with that, Gary?
Jim, care to comment?
It's
He'd
40
be out in his, at 32 degrees. Jim's gonna be outside in his Speedo making snow angels, and filming it with his drone. I could see it now, because that's how he rolls.
That would be a video.
You should get on that, Jim.
That could be a highly watched video.
I don't know. He's tried this shit before and it doesn't work. He's tried it. The algorithm is not nice to him.
Jim, you're so quiet. Why are you so quiet, my friend?
He's chilling.
Oh, they got a
I can kick Tim out of here if it make you happy.
No.
Or is
Well,
it
that's a start.
just?
We finally have enough people to play Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
Emotional
damage.
See, you should get. Yeah, right. When you have 9 people in here, we should do like Hollywood Squares or something. It'd be fun.
They've already
Well, who's going to be Paul Lind?
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah, pass, hard pass.
yeah, I just got a picture.
Joe has the good square. He's in the middle.
Yeah,
That's Paul Lind.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Good
matter.
for you, Joe. Congratulations.
Phyllis Diller. What you talking about?
Another Avada.
You fit the suit like Greg Brady and Johnny Bravo or
Ooh.
whatever. You fit the suit.
I don't know why he
No,
sent me this picture.
Suave with his
Why not?
Johnny Drone Flyer hat and everything.
Oh, I recognize that.
B-Rad with his B-Rad cool glasses, and I don't see any snow. So there you go.
The closest to snow was the color of the truck.
Joe is Whoopi Goldberg. Jesus. Lon's still on fire from the other night. He was on fire last night, and he continues this evening.
It was?
Oh, Lon.
He was ripping them the other night.
Oh, man. He was tearing things up yesterday and on Art's show. Oh,
Yeah,
my
he was
God.
ripping them, I'll tell you.
He was.
No,
He
Jim.
was.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
fun.
well, I wanted to stop in and say hello, but I do have to get up early tomorrow. It's a work day, and might have to move some snow to get out of my driveway in the morning, possibly.
Just make sure you have salt.
Calcium chloride, you mean?
Yes.
We
The
have
good
plenty of that stuff. Yeah, but that's
Well, you rich people with your calcium chloride.
calcium chloride. Well, I have a concrete driveway, so I have to use that stuff so it doesn't fully destroy
Concrete.
the thing. But
Calcium chloride.
not that just freezing temperatures don't do their.
You got what kind of driveway?
It is concrete.
Wouldn't that break down? With calcium chloride, break the concrete?
No,
Damn,
it's no, that's the okay stuff in this case, but it doesn't matter, dude. I mean, just the freeze thaw, being in the Northeast is mean to concrete.
I usually just use salt. Rock salt.
Yeah, well, I track enough of that in my driveway just from driving on the road. So you park in the driveway and you bring it up.
Well, you want to kill your lawn and everything. Rock salt's good for that.
Yeah.
We got ashes from the coal burner.
Yes.
It fucked up my garden on the way up my driveway.
In Pennsylvania, I had an Alaskan Stoker stove, and I'd get that.
Oh, easy, Max. Come on, man.
That thing burns the rice coal.
You're an engineer, Chuck.
You get this fine powder. It's great for the driveway.
Well, he is. I'll give him that.
I have my moments. Pretty practical though. Try to be practical.
But did you see what Mark claims for the salt there, Chuck?
What's that stuff they make? It's out of horse urine.
I didn't see Mark's comment. Where is it? Oh, magnesium chloride.
Yep.
I didn't know.
What do you think? What do you think, Chuck?
I don't know.
Magnesium chloride.
We're not chemists.
The important part is the chloride, right? That's the important part.
Right.
It tastes wonderful. I don't know. What do you think?
Is it good on, yeah. Is it good on like popcorn?
I like it on burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know it costs too much for Syracuse to mix calcium chloride with sand and spread it on the roads.
It costs too much?
Yes.
How much does it cost?
A lot.
Oh.
A lot. It's very specific.
You should
Wow. Bill, I'm shocked you didn't know that.
These facts and figures got my head spinning.
I know. They're so specific.
Well, brought to you by the letters F and U.
That's like an F ton. It's an F ton. What is an F ton? Well, I don't know.
I never heard of that. Sorry.
F ton. Lots.
Yeah.
Like I said, what's that? They used
Yeah,
it.
Lon, a lot.
It's made from horse urine. There was some kind of, I don't know. They were experimenting with all
What
kinds
the
of
hell
stuff.
is made with horse piss? What are you talking about?
Stuff to melt the snow.
Well, I guess horse piss would melt snow, yeah, because like that has uric acid in it and everything. I think that works.
Yeah, horse piss snow melt.
You ever write your name in the snow, like Boy
Yeah,
Scouts
I'm
and
looking it
stuff?
up
Don't
now.
eat yellow snow.
Yeah,
Watch
that's
out where the
Make sure I
huskies-
wasn't dreaming.
watch
Usually
out
when
where
I
the
do that,
huskies go.
Chuck, it's in my wife's handwriting, though.
That same back in the 70s.
That's good. Oh, that's a good
that
one.
was coming.
Yeah, that's good, man. Snappy.
And Jim, you got to share that TikTok that you sent me. You got
Hot
to share
shopping, nothing.
that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm in an office. That's right.
Can you share that, Jim?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. That was funny as hell, man.
I don't know where it is.
It should
They
be
say-
on your
they say-
messenger email.
Akira Shaw Warren says they saved the horse piss for Florida roads.
Yeah.
Dominic, do you see Paul's comment?
Yeah, I saw that.
We don't have any
Please.
snow. We just like the smell. Make
Oh,
me
he
feel
did.
like I'm in San Francisco. There's in Pennsylvania, man. It's northern states. I mean, they have those big domes along the highway that filled to
Yeah,
the
the
top.
salt domes, and then they use cinders in Pennsylvania, didn't they? Use like
Yeah.
cinders.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because
Nasty.
they were burning coal to make electricity.
So that shit, that's the worst combination because I would drive through Pennsylvania and the cinders would tear through the finish of my vehicle and then expose it to the salt, so the bare metal could be tore up by the salt when I came back to New York. Talk about the perfect storm.
It was a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like I think Mako was behind that.
Probably.
Maybe.
Pennsylvania was awesome.
Probably.
Man. I spent 13 years of my life there.
Yeah, it was brutal, man. You hear that? You'd get up behind somebody in Pennsylvania, you hear that.
It works well. I mean, that black shit, it gets hot when the sun hits it and everything, and it dries
Oh
up.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, it worked
Carbon.
great, but
Carbon.
it's
Were you
pretty abrasive. Like you want a gravelometer
Oh,
test your finish on your vehicle.
Were you born in Pennsylvania?
I had a stone driveway. I had a big driveway. I mean, I didn't like shove. It was 170 feet or something.
Really?
It was like 3 cars wide. I mean, I had a big property in Pennsylvania.
How'd you clear that?
But I used to use the ashes for that when I could. Yeah.
Yeah, it would melt it all down because it would absorb the heat.
You got to be careful because then if it snows again too much, then it washes away, and then it freezes, and now you got a nice ice skating rink.
Ooh,
Bill,
that sounds
Bill,
fun.
Were you born in Pennsylvania, Bill?
No, I was born in Margaret Haig Hospital in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Jersey. Okay.
All right.
That was actually a famous place for birthing, apparently, for like 100 years or whatever. But it's gone now. Now it's an apartment complex.
Weren't they?
I was born in Reading Community Hospital, which I don't think exists anymore.
Yeah, we went
Closed it
down
after you were born.
After you were there. Yeah.
That happened. Didn't they close it after you were born?
Look what we're producing. Shut it down.
Oh my God! Do you let that happen? Close this place down. That can never happen again in here.
One of the old mental hospitals are in Pennsylvania, but
Is that what it turned into? That's where everybody went
well,
after
part
you
of
were
the
born.
hospital, Reading Community. I don't know.
I was born in a mental hospital.
I was born in my hospital.
Much better
I'm
now.
gonna leave on these terms, but
No, my mother was in New Jersey with my aunt. My dad was in New York. She was in Jersey. She got pregnant. She was married 7 months later. I found this out many years later.
of course.
But they didn't have a place to live, so that's why I was born in Jersey. But then we moved to the Bronx. The Bronx. Then my brother was born in Columbia Presbyterian Hospital in Manhattan. And then my other brother was born in New Jersey. So we're just jumping over the Hudson River, back and forth.
I was in Reading, Pennsylvania until I was 5. And then I moved out to Franklin, West Pennsylvania, past Harrisburg. And then we moved to southern Jersey, near the Delaware Memorial Bridge.
Tim, when'd you move to Australia?
When I was 31.
Oh, you've been there.
32.
Well, the Warrants have got to be dead by now.
Right.
Maybe. They would have got me, believe me.
But now he can't leave Australia.
I wouldn't have been able to get a passport if I.
Now he's trapped in Australia because they're holding his money. Those bastards can't escape.
Yeah.
Well, if I had the money, I'm coming back. I might get a loan. Just come back home. I don't know.
Gotta like
I don't know.
Well, stop on down to Florida if you want. Say hello.
Oh,
hello.
I can say that because he's not getting the money.
Hello.
I gotta go see my family. If I do come back, that's the first place I'm going. Florida.
All right, it's my bedtime. I have to go.
Chuck, thanks for stopping in.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
letting me
Chuck.
jump on the panel, guys.
No,
You're
you're
right.
always welcome. Just ask for a link if you ever feel like coming on. No problem.
Chuck, that was a great segment you did at Paul's stream.
Thanks. It's all Lori. Lori's the magic. She keeps everybody in check. And
But you're the tech.
yeah, but without her, there is no Covaction. I mean, the chick she's got it together. So like we fight a lot, but that's because we both have our creative ideas and stuff. But anyway, yeah, thanks. It was fun. We had a good time, and it was a good show, I think.
It was a great show.
Paul does a good job.
I'm sorry I didn't say
Always
it.
does a good job. He
Yeah.
always does a good job on the show.
We had some tech issues this evening with the show. I mean, my camera went dead. I had to like reboot my computer. That
Yeah, I saw that.
created a panic. Got that sorted.
Dominic, are you drinking milk?
Yeah, we saw your couch, and then you were gone, and then we saw your couch again.
The couch shot. It was like the last thing that Baby Mux remembered was like the shot of the empty couch. We're setting up. It was like, and they're like, I see Chuck's couch. Where's Chuck and Lori? And like,
that was the highlight of the night.
That's not the camera's frozen. It was funny. You'll have that shit.
See you, Chuck.
Yeah, later, guys.
It makes life interesting.
See you, Chuck.
It kept it exciting.
See you later.
All right, everybody
Chuck.
have a good week. I'll probably catch you guys sometime along the week. But
And make sure you tell your wife I said,
how you doing? She's probably watching downstairs, actually.
Tim, when you
Hey,
come,
Lori.
you'll have to meet Lori.
Yeah, probably.
What's that? Who has to?
Tim.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we'll meet up. Catch up. with
Maybe.
everybody.
Well, at least you've seen her
Was there some kind of weird underlying message there? I don't
as
know.
seen on
No.
TV. You know, Lori as seen on TV.
Yeah.
No,
As seen on TV.
just when Tim comes back to the U.S., he'll have to meet some people.
If
Meet
we
some
come
peeps. We
At
mean
some
when?
point,
When?
at some point,
he
Tim will
comes
come
He's
back.
not coming, but he's been talking about that forever. He's perfectly comfortable there with his finger waving behind his head.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Why is it moving like that?
Air
No worries,
conditioning.
Lon.
Oh,
All right.
oh,
Anyway.
first world. There you go.
See you guys
Yeah.
later. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Everybody have a good week. Again, thanks,
you,
Bill.
Chuck.
Catch you guys later. See everybody in
See
the
you,
chat.
Chuck.
See you later.
Yep.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun to see Paul in the chat. But I didn't do my homework for you, Paul, so I guess I have nothing to like share at the moment. Maybe tomorrow. Later.
See ya.
Later.
Later.
Mm-hmm.
Long
Yeah,
goodbye.
air conditioning on because it's the third week of summer.
Mm.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right now it's 31 Celsius.
18.
But
You
I'm
know,
at-
Dominic, I was going to say I thought about you at work, and I'm going to show
Oh,
you
okay.
why. See if you ever heard of this stuff.
I'm at a good 22 right now. So. You.
Have you ever heard of this?
Yep.
Yes.
Bundaberg.
Bundaberg.
Yeah.
How do you say
Having
have
good
it?
stuff.
Did you have it?
Bunga binga bunga bunga bunga.
Well, we get ginger beer, and we get it in bottles that you're not supposed to recap, you know, or cans. And then, like, somebody has a Moscow Mule, which has become popular. I think it's my fault.
Mhm.
And
That's Queensland.
you only
Yeah,
use
that's
you only
what
use
we
like
want.
you only use like half of it, and then it goes flat. So they said,
Yeah.
well, let's get some ginger beer that you have a cap that you can close, and reuse it. So they came up with this, and this is what we're going to have now: is Bundaberg, a ginger beer, Australian, family owned.
Good stuff.
And it's Queensland. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Good. I'm
Queensland.
I'm
Only
gonna have
good
to give
thing
it a
about
try.
it, Queensland.
I've
I
been to
don't
that.
know Akira show.
Been to that plant twice. Been to that plant twice. In Bundaberg. I bought a
That
case
shit is
of
nasty.
Oh, I love the stuff.
Cool.
I bought a case of Bundaberg rum there, and it lasted me like 2
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, Bundaberg rum's another good one.
Beautiful.
Do they still make rum, Tim?
Shoes. Who's he talking about? What I
And no, it's not alcoholic. Really.
Australians.
Well, now they do.
They do make an alcoholic version of it, yes.
Now they do.
Oh, no,
Now
I
they-
just
God.
use it as a mixer.
Mm.
Hey, you know what I
What is
successfully did
alcohol?
today? This is why I put the truck up. I'm going to tell you. You see that? That's a tire, right?
Mhm.
For those who aren't like, you know, automotive savvy, that's a wheel. And I had it, not that one, but the one on the other side, the TPMS sensor died because they go bad. The batteries die, they go bad. So today I successfully dismounted that tire in the driveway with my and I bought myself from Harbor Freight because I tried to do this the other day and I could not break the bead on the damn tire I was trying to use this big old wood clamp, and so I did it right. I spent the whole $60 and bought a manual tire mounting setup from those guys, but I wasn't buying it for that. I just wanted it for the bead breaker.
No,
Because if you buy the bead, they have one. It's just a bead breaker. I don't know what you would do with that because you'd have to start using tire irons and stuff to get the tire off. So anyway, that was $100 for just a bead breaker. It's like, that's stupid.
Damn.
So now I bought the other thing for 60, and man, pop that bead, got it apart, got just the one side, got the TPMS out, had to carve it up a little bit to get it out of there. Got a little tool, put the new TPMS in, got the tire to remount, which I was a little concerned about because, you got to have pretty quick air to get it to pop back on place. Remounted the tire, and I was able to successfully train the brand new TPMS. And what I'm pleasantly surprised, it's actually, I bought it from eBay, and they said OEM Motorcraft, and they showed these parts sitting on Motorcraft bags, which made me concerned. I thought, is this a scam? Like they just took 4 Motorcraft bags and laid the things up. But no, they were Motorcraft OEM parts on eBay, and I got 4 of them for like $41 and change.
That ain't bad.
That's a good price.
Because these things, if I went to the dealer, they would have charged me $80 for one, and then to mount it and blah 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 would have been over $100. And it works.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of myself.
It would have been $80 in 2000 to put it on.
Yeah.
I'm uber successful. I did that today, and it works, and it's proper. And it said I only had 34 pounds of air, and it's like I just filled it. See, it was really cold today, so I checked it with my little digital checker thing here. It was right. It was 34 and a half pounds. So anyway, I did that, and I updated my sink in my truck. So
yes.
And that worked. So there you go.
Nice.
Do you have a tool to hook up to the computer to your truck?
No, this is a 16, and it came with Sync 1, the original Sync, or Sync 1.1, whatever. Okay. So I got the little 4.3-inch screen, and which is all right. I got this pretty cool mount for my phone, and I just do Waze on that. And Waze actually integrates an audio player now, so I have Waze and iHeartRadio and phone access, and I'm pretty much doing everything I did with my Android Auto anyway. Except the voice to text thing was really cool with the Android Auto, but I shouldn't be doing that anyway. But I may upgrade that. We'll see. I don't think I'll do OEM though, because that's going to be like a couple grand to upgrade to Sync 3. Actually, was available that year, but mine doesn't have it, and which would give me Android Auto. But you can get aftermarket head units that are pretty cool with actually 12-inch, tablets basically.
Oh yeah.
That's
really
what my
cool.
work unit has.
Get them for like $700, but we'll see.
And it comes up and it tells you everything that's wrong.
I'm glad I have a used vehicle again, because I've been buying new for the last like 7-8 years, and I don't get the wrench anymore. So now I get the wrench and play around a little bit. It's not as much fun as I remember.
You miss using the wrench.
You need a wrench. But I kind of like doing it and taking the pride when it comes out right. Like that Sync update, Ford doesn't give you that Sync update for the original Sync anymore. They tell you to bring it to a dealer, which would have been about $180. And I was having an issue with outgoing phone calls on Bluetooth. It would work fine, and then all of a sudden I couldn't hear the person on the other end on a second phone call. Like I'd make a second phone call, can't hear. I have to call back. So I found out that there was one more update, and but I had to download it off some guy's site because Ford doesn't give it to you anymore. So I was a little concerned it wasn't the right one, but it seems to fix the problem.
I had a 2003 VY. The worst thing that went on that was the clock spring. So you had to take the steering wheel head off and get a new. It was crap.
Yeah.
What spring? I didn't hear it.
Clock spring.
Clock.
Your cock spring?
Clock.
What?
On your steering wheel. In your steering wheel.
Now I get the wrench a little bit. No, not too much. I like wrenching a little.
Max.
I put a new throttle.
No, shops do not. Let me tell you now, shops do not do it for free. I called around, and they didn't even want to put my part in there. They wanted to buy their part and put it in and charge me for it.
Yep.
They wouldn't be free.
They do nothing for free anymore. I mean, if I had a relationship with a shop that was working on vehicles a lot, they may do me a favor like that. Like that's what, like I had a shop in Pennsylvania that I had kids and used vehicles, and I was in and out of there a lot because who has time to work on everything? Although I worked on a lot of stuff, I did my own brakes. I mean, I did a lot of stuff, but I was in there a lot, and he might have done it for free, maybe Brent, but no, you don't do this stuff.
My grandfather did it for free for a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, well, one of the guys at my Elks Lodge, he owns an auto shop, and I took my truck in there when I needed a rear main seal replaced. Hell, he did that for freaking half price.
That's not
Any
that
other
hard.
shop would have cost over $1,000. He did it for 500 and change.
That's not hard to do, though.
Main skill?
Not that hard to do.
Yeah, well, it was something I couldn't tackle on my own. So
My grandfather, when he owned the gas station in Reading, he used to do like have his friends come in there and work on his car. He's losing money, but none of his friends' cars would go wrong. They would go in there, drop them off. That was bullcrap. I was like, Grandpa, what are you doing? Kept on losing money.
Yeah. No, I get to play around a little bit. I don't have a backup camera in that. They're obviously available. It just didn't come with one. So that might be my next project.
A lot of wiring to go through.
I'm thinking about getting one of them wireless backup cameras for the camper, so I can.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, for the camper. Yeah, absolutely. That's very cool. I don't want to do aftermarket though. I want it up in the handle. I mean, you can do aftermarket in the handle too, but the handle sucked and junk. But you got those ones that you wire and above your license plate. That's no good if you're pulling a trailer. You can't see what you're doing. But that truck has an OEM handle and an OEM camera. But if you go OEM, the prices have really gone up. It's like that and the harness would be about $410 just for the camera, the handle, and the harness.
The prices of sensors have gone up too. Yeah.
But it's also a bigger project because not all the vehicles. The harness plugs into obviously another one, and I had to look at it, and I've only got 2 wires going to it, and that's for the power to go to the lock. I have a power lock on the hatch, on the trunk, on the gate, and that's all I got. It doesn't have the wiring for the camera, so that'd be another little project. I got to run 5 different color wire, 16 gauge wire from there with the loom, with the.
Yeah, my truck came with a camera that was in the handle, but apparently the previous owner before me had taken that out. So the wiring's there. I would just have to get the camera to put in.
Well, I don't have the wiring. If I had the wiring, it's much easier. Then it's just a matter of putting the harness in and the handle up and putting the camera in.
Right.
But and then I got to program the sync to that the truck has but I have the forescan. I've got the forescan and the OBD2 module connector so that I can, and I've actually done a little research and I know how to enable the camera, or I can go aftermarket and just run a wire to the back and they got an adapter and that'd be easier.
Or you could do aftermarket wireless.
Yeah, you can do that.
I guess.
Then you don't have to run the wires.
I think the wired you're probably better off using the wired because they have a better chance of having connection between the front and the camera in the back.
I kind of want to do the wiring. I do because again, I found a guy. There's a YouTube video, and what he did was he didn't have to do the wiring, but in the description he described exactly what you needed to do to help out people. Because I'm going to have to open up the harness plug and put pins in, and put the pins in, and then bring it up to the front and take that harness apart and put the pins in. And he actually has it mapped out pin 7 is to pin 32, and pin this is to pin that. He's got it all mapped out for you. So no research involved. Just do it. So that's what I'll do.
There you go.
You did action 2 on my phone. You could. I could. Yeah, you could. You know, and I'll be like my dad. I'll have the camera all good to go, and then I'll still go like this.
Yep. Hey, Bill, you used to have a Santa Fe, right?
Yeah, that's what I traded for this.
Yeah, because I got a 2009 Santa Fe. I've got on the floor behind me. I've got a Jensen touchscreen.
Can I help you?
N-dash player, AM/FM, with the backup camera. It's been sitting there almost 2 years because I don't feel like putting a backup camera in.
Yeah. My Santa Fe had a backup camera, and I kind of got used to having it, you know. But it's a little harder to back up a pickup truck than it is a Santa Fe, though.
But I am going to put the radio in this week.
Good, good, cool.
I bought it through Crutchfield and told them the automobile, and they made the harness. It's all plug and play.
Nice. That's better.
No, Crutchfield's cool like that. They'll give you everything you need, you know.
But what I'm going to do is
support's really good if you have an issue.
I'm going to run the wires from the backup camera down to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I get the nerve, I'll go in the back and hook it all up and bring it back up front.
Well, like I said, the easier way would be you get it. You can get an aftermarket. You can get aftermarket actually in a handle. And I mean, they've got expensive ones for like $250 to $300 around there, $350.
Oh yeah.
That are aftermarket. But if I'm going to do that, I'll just spend the $280 for the OEM camera and the $70 for the OEM handle, because I just rather, you know, it's getting now you're getting close to the price of OEM. I may as well do OEM. But then I wouldn't have to repin, you know, put new pins in the harnesses, because that's what I'm going to have to do. Sunday Auto Talk, why not? It's all about toys. It's about toys. It's about stuff that we do. It's about, you know, we could talk about boats. Want to talk about boats? Talk about motorcycles. Talk about,
yeah, why not?
Yeah. Yeah. And what's nice, if I do the OEM, then they got these Android radio things that we're talking about, so I could put that 12-inch screen on my. Well, that uses the module you already have. So that's what OEM. If I set up OEM,
I had one similar to that.
Well, that's what I got my work use. It takes over everything when you reverse everything.
Well, if you set it up like an OEM camera and set it up through then this thing will use it. I mean, there's nothing more to do besides.
But the wiring is insane. If you have to.
It is.
When you go
behind the dash. Yeah, when you go behind the dash.
You got this amount of wiring. You got, you know, that amount of wiring going that way, and then trying to just feed it all the way through.
Rigger, how you doing, Mark?
Yeah, well, the wiring I'm going to do, like I said, you buy the case, you know, and you put it inside that, and you tape it, and then you just attach it to the existing one harness, and just follow it up. You just follow it up to the front, and you just attach it with zip ties all the way up. It's not that big a deal. If you drop your spare down, there's plenty of room to work down there. So we'll see. That'll be my next project. Maybe.
I don't fuck with electrics, though. I can do everything else.
Well, it's a little concerning messing with the factory harnesses, you know, plugs. But I don't know. They spelled it out pretty well. So.
Yeah, but if you look at the harnesses of today,
if it doesn't work, I'll just clip the wires and just that's it. You know.
Yeah.
Better rig something.
I can take apart the engine, put it back together, but you give me the electrical, nope. And plus, I'm colorblind, so that really messes me up.
Well, that's just it. I'm not using their colors. I'm red, green, colorblind too. So I'm going to probably use a black, a white, a yellow, so I can see those. You know, blue,
some brown,
and something with a stripe. anything with a stripe going through it, and that'll be my 5 wires.
Sort of like purple and white.
Yellow, I can see
you get
that.
the green and red, I have an issue. But it doesn't matter though. If I just pick one red, then I know it's not green because I don't have any green. It's just
I can't distinguish green from red.
Right, red, green color blindness. What I have. It's varying degrees of it, but that's the most common color blindness in men.
Yep.
So why do you have it? Ah, just sorry. Yeah. No, it's most common. But some people have it worse than others. Some people can't see any red or green. It's only certain shades. And of course, the companies that make wiring casings pick those colors so that we got to call my wife out of the house. Honey, what color is this wire?
Well, the landlord had to tell me that the modem was off because it went red. And I was like, it ain't red, it's green. And she said, you're colorblind. I was like, what the fuck? That it's real bright, but when it goes,
did you get insulted? Did you hit her back with, well, you're ugly?
No.
Well, you're flat.
Tim thought about it. Tim
Well,
thought about it.
you're short and you talk funny.
You're flat chested.
Oh. Well, you're stupid.
I hate being colorblind, actually.
Do you see red, green, green, and red? They look the same. They kind of look the same. Yeah, but not all red and green. Obviously, stoplights do not look the same because they were smart enough to pick the colors that were really obvious. There's reds that are obvious. You know, that's red. You know what I mean? And there's certain greens that are obvious, like Kelly green, for example, obviously green. But there's certain shades, boy.
Yeah, but when I started,
they look brown. Is what happens. That's why brown gives me a problem because the red and the green look brown.
Hi, Tammy.
I had to memorize the traffic.
What's the deal with graham crackers?
My dad
Jason, seeing a camel toe in leopard print tights at Walmart is probably the closest any of us will get to an African safari.
What's the matter with you?
There it is. He sent me that in Messenger. I fucking died laughing.
Hilarious.
Tim fell out of his chair.
Oh, it was funny. Now, only when I'm drunk, Andrew. But that was hilarious.
Jam.
I saw you had that sitting there, Jim. I just had to throw it out there.
Jam.
I sent it to Tim. He wanted to see it again, so
Yeah, man. It's funny as
Yes,
hell,
Lon. That is true.
I miss Uncle Extra Medium on my channel. We got anything else to throw in there?
Oh, I got tons of them.
Well, you pick something out. You guys talk about something else besides cars because I'm boring the shit out of everybody. And I'm gonna go get another drink. I did it. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm focused on that, but I did it today. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it worked. I got
And you saved yourself over $100.
I got that TPMS programmed, and it actually worked. I updated my sync, so I'm no longer having problems with outgoing Bluetooth phone calls. I mean, everything. Today is a good day.
No, that was pretty good that you were able to drink it.
Ooh, Joe, what is it?
I'm just thrilled that this thing's actually worked for $42 for 4 of them. I was worried they were like 10 years old and the batteries were gonna all be dead.
Yeah.
What's that, Joe? Oh, that's the printed gun.
Yeah, it's working on it. That's part of it, and there's the other part. Right
Cool. Do you have to print the bullets too?
No.
Print the cartridges? No.
No, I got the bottom receiver group. That's it.
No, he should be.
Is that the one you sent me in Messenger?
There's the print down there, Bill. If you want to show the
Is
screen.
that the one you sent me in Messenger? Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's the one. Sent me that too.
This piece was a
Yes,
bitch.
they made a jelly.
It looks like an
Jelly
eagle.
and jam are 2 different things.
Does it
That's what it looks like.
fire anything? Any kind of projectile?
No, you see all the trash? That was all this was the filler that came out of this. The support I had to use.
That would be your support too.
Yeah. I mean, it's like all of this.
I got my CR10B2 taken apart in the living room, and now I'm cleaning it with isopropyl. Don't ever have your computer. Well, that I had to do the same thing. I'm never putting my printers back here again. The tobacco and the smoke. It looks like a gummy paste, like a gummy film on it.
What is going on in the chat?
I don't know what they're talking about. Bob
It's
Marley.
They're talking about
going
peanut
on
butter?
for days.
Especially
Jam
chocolate.
and jelly. It's been going on for days.
Okay.
Very good.
It's jelly. Or peanut butter on a spoon.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, all right. It's escalating here. We see it escalating. Jam.
Jam is something different to jelly.
We have two hands for a reason.
Yes, it's like a preservative.
Jam goes with peanut butter.
Peanut
Jam
butter
is
on
like a
Max.
Jam is like a preservative.
Peanut butter and jam, yes.
And boobs are made of jelly because jam
Exactly.
don't jiggle like that.
Exactly.
We can get jelly over here. We get jam over here. We get preservatives.
Jelly is
Get
airplane jelly. Boobies, yes. Boobies.
Tammy.
Well, it wouldn't be a stream unless we mentioned boobies sooner or later.
Yes.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
boobies.
Boobies. Boobs.
Jam and jelly are two.
Oh God, here we go again with the jam and jelly argument.
I don't have my aluminum foil with me.
No, see now I always jam probably is jelly, but I always thought that jam was like preserves. Jam actually had real fruit in it. And jelly
yes.
and jelly
Jam,
is nothing. And jelly is nothing but pectin with fruit juice in it.
That's exactly what jam is. It's preservative.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought.
Jam you put on toast, and jelly you put in a little bowl, and you put trifle and other stuff on it.
This was the bullets they put in there.
What? I think you could put them both on a peanut butter sandwich. I mean, I don't think that's an issue. I just think if you use jam, you're going to see lumps in it because there's actually bits of fruit.
Pennsylvania Dutch would be preservative.
Wow,
Jelly
Brad.
would be preservative. Pennsylvania Dutch. That's right. It has real chunks
It's
of
got to be
fruit.
nice and chunky.
No need to get racist, Mike.
What about grape jelly there, Dominic?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Grape
It's got to
jelly.
be nice.
Real
and
chinks of
It's
fruit.
got to be nice and chunky. If she blows chunks, then she's yours.
Chinks of fruit. That's like an Oriental transvestite. What do we got here? We got chunks.
That's because they call Jello
I know,
jelly.
Mike. I was just kidding.
Oh.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Oh God, here we go. Jam and preserves are two different things. Well, I think it's a matter of level.
And there's a concert.
Jam has some fruit in it. Preserves is a lot of fruit.
Yeah.
It depends on the.
I want a peanut butter and preserve sandwich right now. See, if you say that, it sounds gross, but I do want one. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich is what you say, even if you're putting
Jelly
preserves.
is what you have in a bowl. That's Jello.
Max.
Well,
Yeah, that's what they call jelly over there.
Where
They call it Jello jelly.
Why do you think we won the war?
Jello is gelatine.
Hey, we're on your side.
Jello.
Yes, Mike.
We're
There's
on your
always,
side.
there's always room for Jello. Watch it wiggle, see it jiggle. Jello brand gelatin. See, and even they say it in the song, Jello brand gelatin. Everything's Jello is what it's called. That's the brand. That's called top of market, top of ladder marketing. When you can, back in the day, if you wanted a lemon lime soda, you said 7-Up because they were.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It became Sprite later, but for probably 2 decades, it was 7-Up. If you wanted a cola, you want a Coke. Because of top
Same thing when you
top of
sneeze.
ladder marketing.
Give me a Kleenex. No, it's a facial tissue.
Yeah, it's a tissue. Exactly. Or how about a Band-Aid? A Band-Aid is an adhesive bandage.
Or it's like popping soda. Popping soda. You go somewhere and ask for a soda,
I don't know about that, Max.
they'll give you baking soda. That happened to me.
Tim, what about grape jelly and fried spam sandwich?
I don't think there's much you could do to make fried spam any.
Yeah, I
Word.
would have that.
I would try that.
That's pretty good.
I would try that. Yeah.
I grew up with Scrapple.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get my head around Scrapple.
Scrapple is awesome, man. That's like a Pennsylvania Dutch thing.
I think honey would be good on that sandwich too. By the way, you could put honey on anything. Have you noticed that? Anything.
True.
I grew up on white bread and Vienna sausage and mayo sandwiches.
I grew up on scrambled eggs. And
Yeah, you know what? And I believe that, and I'm very sorry to hear it. Anyway, welcome to the welcome to the show.
Okay, one can always sound like I'm the expert on the panel. Let's get it straight now. Jelly is made from strained fruit juice. Jam is there are no pieces of fruit in jelly. Jam is made with mashed fruit, and preserves use whole fruit or large pieces.
Whole fruit. Yep.
I said that. That's exactly what I said.
Well, we all said.
That's exactly what I
Okay.
said.
By the way,
in a bowl.
what's the main ingredient in gelatin?
Pectin.
Bone.
Well, it's made from bone. Yes, yeah.
It's made from bone.
Yeah, they used to. That's
Well,
what they
that
used to
next
do with
up.
old horses. Was make
Yep,
gel.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. Hey guys, just a quick announcement, Bill, if I may.
Yes.
Drum roll? No drum rolls? I mean,
Oh, you want a drum roll?
where's Justin when you need him?
Okay, here we go. All right, drum roll.
Vegas meetup.
Thank you.
Wow.
Over
We have identified the dates for the Las Vegas drone meetup, the first annual. Sponsored by Old Farts with Drones, Pilot Institute, and we're going to line up a few others. But right now, it is scheduled for November 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Oh, good for you.
And sponsored by Lens Capture Online.
That's awesome. That sounds great. A lot of people have been
Lens
asking.
sponsoring it. Yeah,
A lot of people
yeah.
have been
No,
asking
we've been
about-
been getting hammered by people that asking, come on, do it. People need excuses to come to Vegas, really, but we'll give
Exactly.
them one. So
Oh,
right
lot
now, Audrey's on the hunt for whether we're going to be on the east side or the west side, and we're making plans now. But there's, it's going to be a lot different than the South Florida drone meetup, because I know, Bill, a lot of people drive to that one. This one is basically a destination. People will be flying in. So there's a bunch of logistics we're working out as far as, renting buses and things like
Why
that.
is it illegal to
Venues.
drive to Las Vegas?
No, it's not. Bill, you want to make that drive from Florida to Vegas, by all means, bro.
I mean, you would. You're saying for some reason you could drive to Florida, but you have to fly to Las Vegas.
No, there'll be more people flying here than that you would have than at the South Florida drone meetup. And plus, getting here is a lot easier than getting direct flights into.
And there's one reason for that
South
too,
Florida.
Tom, because it's a lot fucking farther away.
It most definitely is.
Well, that's
Most
in the
definitely
middle
is.
of the freaking desert.
Yeah, but
Middle of
we picked the best time of year to come here, so
He did.
you can't
That
get
is
better
true.
weather.
That is true.
Can't
It
get
is a lot cooler.
Wait, say the date again. When is it going to be?
8th, 9th, and 10th.
November 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Sounds great.
November.
So
9 to 10.
Veterans Day is on the 11th. Planned it so there'd be at least a holiday around there somewhere, so people don't have to take off as much time from work. And again, it's a great time to come out here. We're working out some nice venues to fly at. We're gonna try to line up. Audrey's trying to get the brand new Durango Casino Hotel, which the place is drop dead gorgeous. Plenty to see and do there. Plenty to eat. Venues to eat there. And just a great area of town. So we're not on the strip, but we will offer guidance for those that want to fly the strip. They'll have to make arrangements 30 plus days ahead of time, because it's a zero grid, and they'll need a 107 and advanced authorization in order to fly the strip. So
I'd start the donations off with $250 if you get a couple of Las Vegas showgirls in costume to fly
the
a drone.
The showgirls are already on tap. So
You tapping the
it's
showgirl?
already been discussed. Bill, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Okay.
I think that
It's
would be
whatever
awesome to have guests.
It's whatever you
showgirls.
bring home with you. Okay, that's on you.
You have to be there. I have to go. I have to go.
Rigor.
I
Rigor
have to go.
mortis.
You know what?
Showgirl. That's the Las Vegas showgirl. Really, it's a girl. It's a girl from Sonic with roller skates. Come on. All right, I'm gonna.
Audrey is already arranging Elvis to be there. Okay.
What you said?
I told you it was a lot.
And the
Has left the
and the
building.
Elvis. Okay. Elvis and the Elvis. So the Elvis are female Elvis impersonators.
Max wants to book your fifth wheel there, Tom.
Excuse me? No, I don't have a
Max
fifth
wants
wheel,
to book
Andrew.
your RV.
Golden Retriever. I'll do an Elvis
Yeah, well,
impersonation.
that's
I'm gonna
not-
get a big black wig and I'll
That's
do
not
Elvis.
happening. My black tank's not sufficient enough to support Max.
Well, Tom, that's real good news. That's real good news, Tom. The only bad thing is the 8th, I got a football game. The 9th is my son's birthday, and the 9th is Marine Corps birthday ball. I got to shoot pictures at. But you know what?
Joe.
If my settlement comes through before that, I might not do football next year.
Well, drag your son with you next year then.
No, like I said, if I get the Marine Corps settlement this year, I'll buy me a camper, drive out there. I got a sister lives in Vegas.
There's some great spots out here, Mr. B. You know, you want to bring that
Max.
that stick and tin with you, by all means. Okay. But we have some beautiful places out here, so definitely worth a visit. And it's a lot of fun out here anyway. Especially
Got to bring some beer, Rigger.
The alcohol is not the issue out here.
Yes, I'll be there. No, I'm just.
It's never an issue.
Just an issue keeping it cold. That's all.
Well, that's the fucking
problem. November, you're going to wind up having 75 to 85 degrees with about 15% humidity and
That means you need
sun
some dry ice.
shining.
Temperature here.
You need dry ice for your beer then. Good.
Well, I've got a real good like 67 quart cooler over here that'll hold ice for a week. So
Well, I'll
For a
be
week
with
long,
Mr.
right?
B. I'll be with Mr. B. So you can catch up with us.
We're looking at a couple of side trips, like maybe sunrise at Seven Magic Mountains, and then
great.
going out to the dry lake bed to film the sand rails and the BMX bikers.
And of course, the chicken ranch. You know.
Well, no. Actually, Lon Denard already is sponsoring the chicken ranch visit. Okay, right, Lon? I have you already marked out for that, Lon.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for trying to volunteer me for scores.
no Bud Light, Ron.
You know, I've never yet.
great
I have not yet been to Las Vegas in my life.
Hi,
And all over the country, I've never been to Las Vegas. So I think I'm going to have to make this meetup.
Well, you know what? It's you have the new Sphere. Okay, we got the High Roller, which is a great place. I mean, if you bring in your Osmo Pocket with you or a still camera with you, the Strip is an awesome place to be. The Sphere is
Here's
off
my
the hook.
Osmo Pocket. Right there.
Okay,
I
there you
wanna
go.
see
As
how
long as
much it
you
is.
put that in your
Sam.
pocket, you can call it whatever you want, Bill.
I want to see how much it has
Um,
changed. I want to see how much it has changed since '94.
Is that an Osmo in your pocket? You're glad to see me.
Tim, you wouldn't recognize a lot of the area. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
Las
I've heard all
Vegas
the-
has really changed.
I heard all
Yeah.
the shit they have down Main Street now. I'm like, really? And
Well, Fremont
Gary-
Street is huge. You got the big
Yep.
Circa Hotel there. Some
Mhm.
awesome places there, but
Oh,
just people don't realize how large the Vegas Valley is. So
it's fucking huge. Yeah.
it's huge. We live up in the hills. We're in the southwest. We're up in the Anthem section of Henderson.
Oh, really?
But
Okay.
beautiful areas out here.
Tom,
Yeah.
Gary's saying you can fly in the Grand Canyon?
Well, there we go.
Negative. No, you can't.
That's what I
Dispel that
thought.
right away.
Because that's a national park, right?
National Park.
Look, you can try to bum rush the Grand Canyon if you'd like. I don't think you'll prevail.
If I come over,
Did they move the Grand Canyon to Las Vegas?
I'm with
Nah,
Mr. B.
well,
He has the biggest cooler
yeah,
here on the panel. So
We'll
I'm
call
with
it the greater, Bill. We'll call it the greater Las Vegas area. Okay.
You know, if I had this in my pocket and the showgirls show up and you know that happens,
There you go.
you know, I could say it's my camera.
Who's
Oh,
got
Bill,
the-
You're right.
You can set your drone to hover and then go in and play the tables.
I can't believe this thing. The batteries still work on this thing. It's been sitting there for years. These are good. But what have I got?
surprised.
Energizer
One amazing
lithium battery.
thing out
Oh,
here.
that's why.
Every sunrise and every sunset is spectacular out here, especially with the mountains.
Good one, Mark.
Bordering us.
Fucking Mark, good on you.
Yeah, we need to take a pocket 3 in there and go into Porn Stars and do that.
It's
That'd be
not
hilarious.
it's not
Hey,
a big
Sam.
shop. I can tell you right now, it's not a big shop.
Yeah, I've been in there a couple of
Uh,
times. It's mainly
It's
a tourist trap.
I tell you, one thing that's great about that show is those camera people, man, they get some fantastic angles to make that place look larger than life. It is. That's a whole wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
tiny.
agree with you,
I've been there
Gary.
twice.
Yeah, gold and silver. That's a hole in the wall. That place.
Yep.
But they built up around it also. You know.
Fucking
Lon,
Lon.
believe me.
Lon's
Damn,
poking it,
bro.
Lon.
Fucking
Hey,
hell.
Lon. Okay, so we're gonna have the Las Vegas Leprechaun make an appearance. Oh, I'm sorry, he's gonna be there the whole time. We're talking about Bob Dempsey. Okay,
Dempsey.
he's starting to get color back in his beard, Bill. Okay,
Good.
but Audrey was booking him gigs at strip clubs. No better place to play Santa, huh?
Oh my God.
That's the great thing about Santa. Santa knows where all the naughty girls live.
There you
I
go.
like Dempsey. He's cool as fuck, man. I like Dempsey.
Well,
Yeah,
yes. Were you naughty or nice? Naughty? Okay, you get a present.
There you go. He something amazing about Bob. He started that old fart site. Okay, just about 2 years ago, and he's got now it's over 17,000.
That's amazing.
In that group. It is. It is. Yeah,
I'm in that group.
17,000. And you know what? It's a great group because there's very limited negativity in that group, or I should say, very limited negativity
Allowed.
put up with in that group.
A lot of good pictures, though. A lot of good pictures in that.
Yeah.
It's a good group.
Yeah.
Some of the other groups around
Yeah.
here got too many politics.
Yeah, you get the bullshit. You got that, people, 9 out of 10 comments on some of these other groups are negative, which to me doesn't make any sense. But, this is a good group.
Hey,
You
Gary.
got people
Enjoy your
from all
nap.
over the world in that group.
Or some of them with the big egos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate people with egos.
Look how high I flew. Look how far.
But we're
I
trying
went.
to line up a good crowd to be out there, and then get some. I've been harassed by a bunch of people back at New York City 5 Borough and beyond. That they've always been asking, when are you going to put something together?
Who's beeping?
Yeah, Johnny. Audrey is going to try to work out some very nice deals. She's a registered travel agent, so
I'm staying in Vegas for free.
she's got
My
a
cousin
ton of
lives
hooks.
there.
She's got a ton of hooks. She's been in all the right circles out here for many, many years. So
My
It'd
cousin
have to be
lives
a hell of a
there.
discount from $479.
I'm staying there. for
you'd be
free.
surprised, Bill. You'd be very surprised. Okay.
So she's
I can
from
Those are the
sleep in this.
published.
I can sleep
Those
in
are the
this thing
published
too.
rates. Oh, absolutely. Let's see what Audrey can do, but she'll work her magic.
So
She's,
Audrey's from Nevada.
Audrey and Bob have been out here. Bob's been out here since '75. I think Audrey is a native of Las Vegas, but
Oh, so
she's
yeah.
she's very well hooked and has been a professional photographer out here in all the entertainment circles. So she's got
Oh,
some
that's awesome.
very influential contacts, and stations just opened up the Durango. It's an unbelievable spot, and so
I don't
let's
believe
see
it.
how she does. And we're just working out the logistics.
Have
That's
you-
too
We're looking
fucking
to
nice.
get some buses rented also, so
Have
we
you
can
been
ferry
inside
people around.
the new Durango?
Yes. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah.
That's way too
It's unlike most other
Angel.
casinos, because most casinos, they don't want you seeing outdoors, the outside, and there are no clocks or anything like
Sounds
that.
better to me, Rigger.
But the Durango is so bright and airy, and windows everywhere, which is surprising for a casino, but a really beautiful place. Really beautiful
Ja-
place.
I bet Johnny's gonna
$600 a night.
at the casino.
It better come with a couple of showgirls in the room for $609 a night.
Well, Bill,
stayed
for
at
an
the
extra
Brown
$100,
City.
you could stay at the chicken ranch.
I stayed at
Okay,
the
it's only an hour commute.
City for $200 a night. That's way too expensive. Wait.
Your mama's so nasty. She's so nasty she puts ice down her pants to keep the crabs fresh.
Emotional, damn it!
What's the matter with you?
That's fucking awesome. Fucking
Pretty
Jim.
bad.
Fucking Jim. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
So do they have fresh crabs in Las Vegas?
Bill, you know, you can get anything you want.
Every casino.
Yeah, I've never been. I want to go. I think I'm going to try. I'm going to try to go. Boom. My wife's birthday is in November, beginning of November. So maybe I'll bring her.
It's definitely
We'll have,
for her birthday.
we'll have,
For her birthday, I'll leave. And
you'll leave us behind. We'll have counselors from Gambling Anonymous here for you. Okay.
Oh god.
Not a gambler. Been in casinos. Not a big gambler.
Blackjack.
Not a big gambler. That's the one indulgence. I'll take all the free drinks they got, but I'm not a big gambler.
I love
All
blackjack.
you got to do is sit in a
Gotta
machine.
gamble to make them free.
I tell you what, if I
Well-
get that Marine Corps settlement, I'm gonna go to the casino and I'm gonna put 50,000 on black.
Tom, is it
One
during
roll.
F1 weekend?
Hey Jerry.
No, that's actually several weeks later.
Late November.
That's late November. And they won't have all the construction nonsense going on this turnaround.
Because it takes 3 weeks to put the F1 track up.
But the F1 track is up. It's up right
Yeah.
now. So we got ourselves, as a result of F1, we got ourselves 250-mile-an-hour streets. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, Tom's
Yeah, but
good.
if it's gonna be just
Never
like
mind.
You can go.
F1, it's still gonna
Never
be.
mind the camp. I'm buying a vet.
Because they're just about to start putting up Albert Park.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what happened this past year? I know it impacted Spin Up because
Yeah.
F1 was in Austin during Spin Up, right? That was before it came to
Oh,
us.
if everybody wants to, wants to pay, I can get to Vegas. Everyone wants to make a small donation.
Hey, I think all you need to do is a GoFundMe site. Okay.
Yeah. Let's put together a GoFundMe and I can get to Vegas.
That's what I was afraid of, Lon. I thought you would make that list.
You know, you making that list, your YouTube channel would blow up.
Blow up. That's why Justin was looking into it. He just couldn't figure out who Epstein was.
How to get his name on there? Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking about F1 tracks, it's only 40 kilometers around ours, and they put in they put all of the they put a couple of bollards in there as well, so you can't go flying around our Albert Park track. And they've got all these little bollards and.
Hi, Dre.
Oh yeah, Dominic would be the one taking all the flyers off the strip. You know which ones I'm talking about, Tom.
The handouts, the handbills.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I have to clue you in right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Prostitution is not legal in Clark County. You have to go to Nye County next door.
It is here.
So you have to wind up. It's about an hour drive. You got to get over to Pahrump, which is just on the other side of the mountains, and you can have your way with whatever.
Hello, Jolie.
Go
They
to
actually
Pahrump,
have
you
free-
get some junk in your trunk. Hey there, Jalen.
They actually
Welcome
have
in.
free tours. Okay.
Sorry, Jalen. Right. I said Jolie.
Okay. You got to show us a picture. It didn't happen. We need visual.
You know,
evidence.
Lon's a little upset because Lon's not out here at CES. He got bumped by by Mrs. Dono. So Lon's not keeping Ken warm this trip.
Okay.
So Ken's coming.
You're not insinuating
we're gonna try to-
that Lon kept Dono warm, are you?
I'm take from it what you want, Bill. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I don't want that image, thank you.
See, look at Lon's response in the chat right now. You'll know what I was saying. Okay.
Oh, damn.
How you doing, Jalen? Welcome in from the Philippines. Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, really?
Thank you for everything you've done for this channel. Appreciate you.
Philippines.
Jalen. Same
Oh,
here.
that's
Same
Jalen.
here, Jalen.
All right.
It's Jalen Trita. Yeah, he's the reason.
All right. Yeah.
He's the reason why we've got all these subscribers.
Yeah.
All right.
Good to see you.
You know, if anybody going to Vegas for the first time, Bill, I thought would have been the one that went Chevy Chase.
That what?
That went Chevy Chase in Vegas.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah, remember Vegas Vacation when he's standing at the ATM and he's smiling?
You know, I don't think I've seen.
Rager.
I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen the other ones.
That's one you can sit down and watch now, Bill. Definitely.
Wally World. I saw that one. I saw.
Yeah, that's the original Vacation.
That was a good one. That was a really good one.
Vegas Vacation, European Vacation, Christmas Vacation.
All the same actors and actresses, and like the kids are probably different.
No, the kids they always are somebody different.
They're always different, but
I'll check it out. He's fine.
Christmas
think there's
Vacation
a
is probably got to
four-
be my favorite out of all of them.
I think there's a fourth one too.
No, there are four. So there was a remake, a rebooted version of it.
Yeah.
With Christina Applegate.
They're rebooting Roadhouse with from when Patrick Swayze. They're rebooting that one.
Roadhouse.
The remake of it. Yeah, Roadhouse.
There was actually a Christmas Vacation too. I found out about JD.
I've seen those. I've seen the Christmas Vacations. I've seen that. I didn't know there was a Las
Christmas
Vegas.
Vacation too, because I found that out.
That's when he was in the pool,
Yeah.
right? He went into the pool and everything. That one
Oh
scene.
yeah.
The Christmas Vacation
He's
too
sti-
doesn't have Chevy Chase.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
He stares out the window and has that fantasy with the girl in the little suit.
Yeah, but there was a second Christmas Vacation that just Uncle Eddie and his family were on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I saw
found
that
that out
saw that
on
one.
Christmas night. Yeah. I found it.
I'm sorry. The chat has officially gone off the rails. Just
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I'm not putting it up here.
We have Max and
Sam
we
said,
got Lon.
Justin, it's a beep beep.
No, actually,
Hey, Max,
all
you
that
and
off the
Tammy were coming out west anyway. What time of year were you guys coming out here?
Last I knew,
Tammy
they
was-
hadn't decided yet.
Right. So this would be
Sam, please. Oh,
It is. It's actually this November, late October through the beginning of December. Probably
Holy
the best
shit,
time of
Sam.
year. And then again, I would say March.
Damn,
through,
Bill, I thought I said
early
shit
May.
wrong.
Gorgeous out here.
oh,
It's really
good
going
thing,
off the
good thing
rails.
rigor mortis is keeping it. Yeah. Ew,
Yeah, it's
ew,
off the rails
ew.
now. It's a train wreck.
That sounds cute. So I'll show that. Yeah.
Snooter Cooter. Oh, they're hilarious in the chat.
They're going berserk.
Yeah.
Look at,
Well,
look
we
at
got-
Sam. Well, Max started it.
Max started. That's what Sam's comeback is. Max started it. That's
Don't hate the viewers. I don't. I love the viewers. Oh.
Sam's a crack up.
So, speaking about hookers, what's the difference between a hooker and a housewife eating a banana? A hooker eats a banana like this. And a housewife eats a banana like this.
What's the matter with you?
God damn, bro.
That is awesome.
Holy fuck.
I tell you, that's probably one of your most subtle jokes there, Jim.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is
We have
good.
derail.
Man,
That is rich.
It's a derail there.
you must know my ex-wife.
He could.
Yeah, what was that? Just on your birthday, right, Tim?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Timmy.
Classy AF. Yeah, that's it.
You know, any women. Never mind. I won't say it. Never mind. Fuck. Almost.
Wow. Justin, why is Max after you so bad? What's going on?
He's stalking me. I told you that.
Is it jealousy? Did Tammy give you a wink or a nod or something? Or what's going on there?
It's a love and hate relationship.
I think Justin said something to Max like, "My log's bigger than yours," and you know, Max would take personal offense to that. So.
I think it's because Max saw the mold of Justin's, and he got jealous, so now he's got to.
I guess.
Come on, let's be true. It's the watch hours. It's got to be. We're all jealous of Justin's watch hours. You know, that's what it is. You know, we all pine for those high subscriber rates.
Oh yeah, well.
Oh, he went to gaming. You know what are you gonna do? And he makes such cool backgrounds.
Max, it's so true, bro.
From gamer world. There, look at that. That's so cool.
I didn't make that. Jim did.
You
Jim
loser.
Droney made that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, it's Alexis.
Oh, Alexis has to fly in for that one.
Hello, Alexis. How are you?
How you doing, Alexis?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yep.
5x5, yeah.
Thought I would come in and clean this show up.
Yeah, thank you.
Now we got to watch our language. What the heck?
Oh, boy.
I was about to eat
Right
a
on
banana,
time.
but then Jim Bushart did his skit, and I was like, "No, I'm not eating my banana here.
Come on, show them how it's done.
I'm all that in a bag of chips."
Oh,
Hey,
Definitely.
How y'all
Clean
doing?
the place up.
Good. We can always count on
See
Alexis
you
to
all.
eat lunch while she's on screen on camera.
Hello,
Alexis,
Jim,
we
my love.
announced.
Hello.
Alexis, we announced the Las Vegas drone meetup come
Ooh.
November 8th, 9th, and 10th. So, how much
Ooh.
is fuel for that that conveyance you have?
My bonanza?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is in Vegas. I know what it is in here.
Well,
I
what
mean,
would it cost you
that's
to
not
fly
that
out
far, really, by plane from Las Vegas or from
it's a
Corpus
bit.
Christi to Texas or to Las Vegas, is it?
It's I don't know.
A little ways.
I think it's about
I
the
would
same
think
as coming to Florida, actually.
It
Really,
might
that
be,
far?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got the mountains too.
You got to realize how big this country is, right?
Yeah, I've
What
been
is
there.
what is your airport code out there, Tom? You know?
Well, we're LAS for Reed International, but we also have Henderson Exec. I can't remember what Henderson is.
Well, yeah, LAS is 1,011 nautical miles.
Yeah. Right.
So it's
I didn't realize that far.
it's a
Wow.
pretty good
Yeah.
jaunt.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
1,800 miles from me.
If I
Yeah,
lived
it's a
in
big-
North
big
Texas, it would be
country.
closer. Northwest,
Yeah, it would be
and
much
the
closer.
Panhandle.
Yeah. When we came cross country in the RV, we came across the Panhandle.
Yeah, but it's still further from Corpus Christi to South Florida, isn't it?
What was that?
Well, how far is it from you to me?
Well, I have to follow the coastline. I can't fly across the Gulf because I would be doing some
No.
swimming.
Yeah.
So from me to you,
It's got to be more than 1,000 miles.
yeah. What is the airport code there where I flew in?
You haven't flown here yet.
Probably be.
Yeah, I did. I flew in the commercial
Tampa.
airline.
Oh, commercial? Did you go into Palm Beach and PBI?
Yeah,
Oh,
PBI.
PBI. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually PBI is now you have to understand they're taking a direct shot.
1,042 miles.
They're taking a direct shot across the Gulf, but from where I am to PBI is 961 nautical miles, so it's less.
But because you have to go up, over Louisiana, all the way down.
Yeah, I got to fly around, so it's going to add. Obviously, I haven't got that charted out, but let's see. Yeah, see here. They got me going over some pretty serious water.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
big problem we have
get some
coming-
pontoons and a whole bunch of 5-gallon jugs of fuel.
Well, let me just edit the trip. Let's just go around the coast. Okay, so
1,042 miles about.
You're actually going to fly there?
I could, yeah.
It'd be
So
closer
as
to
the crow
fly to
flies, we are
Joe's
closer.
house.
Hmm.
It'd
It's
be
just the only
closer to fly to
problem.
Joe's.
Yeah, but the only problem with her flying here is basically her fuel cost and then her ramp fees, which
Well,
are
usually if you buy
significant
fuel,
out
they
here.
waive the
Yeah, it
fees
depends.
if you buy fuel.
Yeah. Well,
So-
except if you go into LAS, you're not getting anything waived there. So you'd have to come into HSH, I think it is, for Henderson Exec.
Well, she's certainly not going to take a bus because speaking about bus,
a
girl got on the bus the other day and she sat right in front of me. After a minute or two, I couldn't help myself and I had to let her know that she had semen on her back. She said that she's got 2 kids and it's probably yogurt. And I told her, I don't come yogurt.
What's the matter with you?
Oh boy!
Didn't even look up.
What?
Bill, do you put the appropriate warnings on your?
Yeah, you're gonna have to have a
Facebook
warning
page?
on it
On your
now.
YouTube. Page?
Demonetized. Ding. That's all right.
Damn. That's all I
That
gotta
wasn't that
say.
bad, actually.
Damn.
That wasn't that bad. It's okay. I liked it. It's okay. Demonetized.
Oh my god.
There we go.
I like the hard ones.
What?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You could probably pay for your trip in costume by posing with people.
Bill
for
has
selfies
got
on the
it.
biggest
I
trip
love
right
it.
next to the showgirls.
Yeah, but the way I got Donald back is I just kept saying shit on purpose, and he was like, "Well, this ain't no fun."
I like the hard ones.
Uh,
I like the hard ones. I like the hard ones.
Okay, keep talking, Justin. That's okay.
I did it on purpose, and then he made it, and then so
Yeah,
I
he did.
started saying other ones for him, and then he got bored with it after that.
Uh-huh.
He sent us the originals, man. That was fucking hilarious. I sent it to Matt too. He was going to use it.
So what else is going on there, Alexis?
Oh, I'm still figuring out a route to get to you on my fourth flight.
But I mean, if are you coming in April?
I'm gonna try. I told Jeff.
I mean, I'm
tonight.
sorry. Are you
No,
going to be here in April? I didn't mean to get personal. Are you going to try to be here in April?
It depends if Jim Beauchart's there or not.
Oh,
Jim. You know, I told Jeff tonight, I said I would really like to go if I can swing it because we got too many irons in the fire and so many animals and yada yada. But I told him, I said, if I go there, I want to be there for longer than I was the last time because it was turnkey last time. I mean, it was like boom, boom, I was gone. So I told him, if I go, I want to spend a few more days than I did at least, just to see the area. I mean, even, I don't have to bug you to death, but I could just kind of just.
Jim,
check
are
out
you
the
going to be
area.
here a week again this time?
Do what, honey?
I'm asking Jim if he's going to be here a whole week.
That's the plan. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to make sure this time that you actually told me. I'm going to actually. He comes a day early, so I wanted to surprise you, and he's staying at my house.
Surprise!
You're the consummate house.
I mean, I'm
guest here,
taking time
Jim.
off from work and making arrangements and like that for him to come the next day.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to surprise you. Okay.
You're lucky, Jim. You're lucky anybody was home. He'd be out on
No, we loved having him. Let me
Like-
tell you. You joke about Jim. He was a perfect house guest. He was. He was lovely. He was a lovely human being. And the smell
just
only
a-
lasted 2 weeks after he left. So but you're going to get a hotel this time, I guess.
Yeah, because I'm bringing the boy.
Because you're bringing the boy. Well, you two could share that twin bed if you want.
You're bringing our son?
Yeah, your stepson.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, he's small. He won't take much room. I can get an air mattress or
You
something.
can probably put him in the overhead luggage.
No, well, I'll make sure that I have plenty of time off so we can do stuff.
Yeah, because he's anxious to go to the fishing trip and shoot some guns and
Cool. Oh,
You
the
know.
gun thing is easy. The fishing trip, cool. That's
all
easy.
that American shit.
Yeah, American shit.
So we out here we have the Las Vegas Speedway you can drive on. We have Speed World over here. We have the Big Dig, which is they actually put you in backhoes and bulldozers to dig trenches and to play bulldozer soccer. Of course, whatever you want to shoot out here, and if you'd like to shoot 50 cal from a UH-1 helicopter, that's also available out here.
So Tom has a connection.
It's an adult playground, that's for sure.
Sounds
It's
good.
the adult Disney
Sugar
World,
balls
basically.
that builds at the party. Fucking hell.
Bill, does this mean I have to bring my AR-15 when I come down?
Yeah.
You can. They're allowed here.
It's just what states you're passing through at the time is the only thing you got to worry
Yeah,
about.
it would just be here in Mississippi, which is no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Alabama, which is no problem.
geez.
You got a shooting range
Please.
just literally 5 minutes.
You
from
can
my
hang
house.
that on a rack in your pickup truck with no problem.
Yeah,
through those
exactly.
states. Yeah, exactly. All scoped out and everything there.
That's right.
Max wants to have a party at your place, Bill.
Yeah, I don't think he said party, Andrew.
He said swinger party.
Yeah, aka orgy.
Yeah,
but Bill, before you get a smile on your face, he's not talking about bringing Tammy. He's going to bring Lon instead.
Oh my god.
I don't like him that big. He's sexy and all, but he's sexy and all, but he's too big for. I like petite. I like small.
Too big
Max
for
wouldn't cheat on Tammy. Speaking
Well,
about
that's what it is. Max will be the petite one for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
speaking
Right,
about,
Jim, do your segue. I'm waiting.
okay, I'm trying. I said Max wouldn't cheat on Tammy. And speaking about cheating,
There we go.
my wife and I were on a very strict diet for the last couple of months, so she suggested a cheat day. She went out and had Burger King, and I went out and screwed her sister.
Emotional damage. What's the matter with you?
Did you have a stroke when you put that makeup on? Because your smile is like this.
That's because of my Bell's palsy.
Oh God, now I feel bad. You dick. It's got nothing to do with the way the decoration, the makeup was crooked.
It's just the way I talk. See, you see that
He believes in truth in advertising.
it hangs down a little bit there, and just it's the beauty and the master.
Hey, Bill, you never went to clown college, okay? You can't be
He
critiqued.
set you up, Bill.
Okay.
No, never been to Harvard.
Emotional damage.
Never been to clown college.
Nope.
So, Jim, what's the cacti for?
Pardon me?
The cacti behind you.
Off to your left, Jim.
That's my Arizona wallpaper. It's always been there. You never see it because I usually have the camera straight on me from the computer.
Is this your new home or your older home?
Oh God, no
Oh,
case.
this is the old house. Is it irony to have Arizona like cactuses on your wall in Canada?
Yeah.
How many houses do you have, Jim? Holy hell.
He's got two.
Two.
So you bought one
And they're
for an
mansions.
investment.
They're
You
mansions.
bought one for an investment.
Pardon?
You bought one for an investment property.
No, we just bought it. We're waiting to sell this one so we can get the hell out of Dodge.
Oh, okay.
I thought you already moved.
No.
I thought you
Jim
bought it off
wants
the equity and you were going to rent that one out. That's what I thought you were doing.
Up here, when you rent a house out and you want the renters out and you tell them they got to go, if they don't, they'll just stop paying you. And
Yeah.
It takes a year.
Yeah, we're trying to sell a
fuck
rental
that.
right now. So
Fuck that.
in the Vegas Valley, and
It's like that here too.
That's when
Yeah.
the guns come in.
Yeah.
Play.
Houses are cheap in Canada, are they?
No, they're not.
Maybe if you have U.S. dollars in your
But
hand. And
it depends on your location.
That's right.
It's all about location.
10
Dude,
minutes
they're not
from
fucking-
Toronto.
They're not cheap in Canada because they're running off of the same. What's the
Look,
name? Money as we are. No,
any
they're not.
metropolitan area.
What did you pay for your new house?
$835.
$835,000.
Yeah, but that's only like
35.
200,000 Canadian or American.
It's only
Yeah,
25.
the problem,
It's
the
not that
problem
big.
is, Jim, you're under the Commonwealth just like I am. You try to buy a house, holy fuck! Look at the exchange rate.
Hey Jim, what's the taxes on that run you a year?
Actually, for the new one, we don't know because it's a new build, so it hasn't been assessed yet.
Oh, it hasn't been assessed.
Oh.
Ouch.
God damn.
That's always a scary proposition.
Probably about 3,500 a year.
Well, that's
You know
cheap
what, that's
actually
not
for a
that
house.
bad.
Better at all. That
But,
ain't better at all.
I mean, not cheap, but I mean that's not a lot considering the value of the property.
Yeah.
But isn't it going to affect you if you can't show residence in the property as far as the tax is concerned? It does in
That shouldn't
Florida.
matter. That shouldn't matter. I don't think it
Well,
would.
it does in Florida. That's
No,
just
it doesn't have the,
they try to encourage snowbirds to actually take up residence here. You pay more in taxes if you're not an actual resident in the.
Still
in
a
the
lot of homesteaders in
Okay,
Florida,
well.
too, Bill.
Taxes
Right.
over here are like $6,000.
And then some.
Well,
Well, that's a
depends
great
on
thing
where you
about
live. It depends
one of
on
the
where
things
you
that
live, Dominic.
our
Yeah,
decision.
Victoria, we get absolutely reamed. They give you KY jelly first.
Well, I live out in the bush, and these houses they run out to $1 million.
My dad's best friend has a house in Linwood, New Jersey, $12,000 a year in property taxes. That was a couple of years ago.
Hey, I got
I
a
don't
better
know.
one for you, Bill.
I don't know what
I
it is.
was paying
wrestled in
13. I was paying 13.5 in New York,
Yeah.
and my uncle in Seaford, Long Island, pays $23,000 a year.
No, I believe it.
Yeah, it sounds like Victoria.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're talking about over $2,000. You know, you're talking $2,000 a month just for property tax.
Really, the taxes are so high, you're basically renting your property from the government.
Yeah, that's what
Exactly.
you're doing. Yeah.
Sounds
And
like
you
that,
never
yeah.
get in front
And
of the
then the
airport.
problem is,
And-
then when you go to sell that house, right? So he
Capital
probably
gains
bought
tax
that
on
house
property.
at maybe 175, 200 grand. And if he would sell that house today, it'd probably be 1.2 to 1.4 million.
That's
Just
why I
the
never
capital
bought a house.
gain.
Tom,
Just the
that's a
capital
hell of
gains
an investment.
That's why I never bought a house.
But Andrew, you know what capital gains is?
Yeah.
You're taxing the difference.
Yeah. You get
Okay.
absolutely.
So that's when you need the jelly, okay, and not jam.
That's why I always
You get jammed.
I never
Yeah.
buy. I always
get
That's
KY jelly
when you have
first.
to get the KY jelly out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give you that first.
My dad waited until he was 60 years old to
Because they go in
buy a
dry
house.
sometimes.
And he
Now
got
there
fucked
is a
over.
workaround, guys. So if you don't know this, if your kids inherit that property, they can request what's called a step-up basis, which means that they can request that the value of the house be placed at the time of their inheritance. Okay? So that when they go to sell it, and hopefully in short order, then that they're not really jammed up with that large of a capital gains tax. So,
What percentage are we
strategy.
talking about, though, Tom? What percentage are we talking about?
Percentage? Oh, I don't know what it is today, but I'm getting worried because we're looking to sell that piece of property. I told the wife not to sell it in 2023 because I wound up getting a lump sum from the job for a lot of my unused time, and I couldn't take the tax hit. So it's going to be it'll be significant when we sell it, though. I mean, it didn't. We picked it up. The rental house is a 3-bedroom in northeast Las Vegas area in the valley, and we rent that out. We only charge the tenant $1,100 a month.
You guys got to move to Florida. When someday when I inherit my dad's house, as long as I sell it right away and I never live in it, no capital gains on an inherited property.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, in certain states, exactly. Yeah,
Florida rocks.
But wait a second, Bill. Wait a second. That's on the Florida side of the fence. What about you're not going to have any capital gains on the Fed side? Are you sure?
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't
I don't
know.
believe so. I don't
Not
know.
if he doesn't live in it. How could he if he didn't live in it?
Well, no, capital gains has to do
No,
with
no, that doesn't
sale and profit. What the federal government was trying to do was to show that there was a profit made. He inherited the house from his uncle.
Yeah.
So technically, it would show whatever we get for, say we get 300 grand for that little house. It would show a 300 grand profit because instead of actually market value versus what you sold it for, and the difference you might pay tax on.
Check into that.
They were trying to pass that. They didn't pass. I don't think it passed, but they were trying to pass a law that you actually would have to pay on all 300 grand.
And plus all the tax that you had to, so that's capital gains comes in.
Yeah, basically what it should be is since he inherited the house, whatever the value of the house was then, to the time you inherit the house, the difference there, the value,
that's capital gains.
But as I said earlier,
I know, but they were trying to pass a new law stating it was based on what you paid for it in 1972, which he paid nothing for, by the way. So
but see, on the Fed side of the fence, you can request what's called the step-up basis. So then, since the property was inherited, though those beneficiaries that inherit the house basically are taking possession of the house at this new value. Then when they sell it, it's only that difference would be subject.
The difference. Hopefully, it's a little less. You sell for a little less.
What you hope for is that you sell the property quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. So the value of the house and what you sold the house for are equal, and then there'd be no capital gains on that, or very, very insignificant amount.
Well, it's just like crypto. If you have hypothetically a coin that's like $20 and all of a sudden tomorrow it goes up to $200,000 and you sell one of those coins, you got to pay the difference in between of that, and that's capital gains.
Well, remember, we also have short-term gains.
Short term.
So that's what happens. Day trading sounds very lucrative until you realize what your tax burden is.
Exactly right. Okay? I did that for 2 years.
Yeah, if you hold on to it for less than X number of months and sell it, and they're going to take a good 45% right away.
It took about 10 grand from me. So yeah. And then you had to claim it on your taxes, and then you're fucked anyway. You're fucked 2 times.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then just be sure you buy a Tesla, because then you'll get a $7,500 federal tax credit. Yay.
Well, and then what you need to do is you don't understand, Tim. Before you jump the gun, then you got to take that $7,500, put it in the bank in interest bearing, because you're going to need that money when it comes time to replace those goddamn batteries.
Okay. You don't actually get that whole amount. It's up to $7,500 based on how much you actually owe the federal government that year.
Correct, Bill, because that's the big solar panel scam, right? They promise all of these disabled veterans and seniors, $45,000 in tax benefit, right? Yeah, but if you're on a fixed income and you're not hardly paying any tax, there's nothing to write that off against. So that's all coming out of your pocket.
So in your 401k, Lon, you will be introduced with capital gains tax. I will guarantee you that.
Not capital gains. No. Not capital gains.
How much has gone up in the last 20 years?
First off, it depends on whether it was pre-tax or taxable, right? At the time it was invested.
It depends on the yield. It depends on the yield that you get.
Well, it's also based upon like an annuity, right? If it's a pre-tax annuity where it's coming out of your check before they tax you, well, when you start withdrawing it at a later time in your life, you're going to get taxed on that. And they have a specific period in which you have to take that money out. Okay. So by a certain age, you have to be drawing off those annuities because Uncle Sam wants his money.
Right.
Uncle Sam always
there's
wants
all
his
kinds
money.
of strategies with that, though. There's, you got to play it right, and it's not easy, man. It's not easy.
This shit's changed in the last 30 fucking years. I told you that.
I thought the Tesla tax credit was gone. It's already passed. That it was for so many years, and it's not even available anymore. But whatever. Oh, sorry. You good? Did I interrupt something? Were you guys talking about something interesting?
No, I was just wondering how the taxes working
Still
now.
talking about death and taxes, Bill.
Yeah. Some things that we got to get used to soon.
No income tax. No inheritance tax up to $11 million. Love Florida. God bless.
Or relatives that have $11 million.
Well, yeah, right. Also, no income tax, no state or city income tax.
Right.
Which is a good thing. Again, out here in Vegas also. Or I should say Nevada.
And low property tax, really.
It's like the young kids.
Oh, well,
kids are like,
yeah.
"Ooh, I
I'm,
bet
Bill, my
young-"
property tax is $1,800 a year.
It's like the young kids are like, "Ooh, I'm getting an inheritance." Well, you don't know what you got to look into. Getting that inheritance, what you got to go through getting it. And
I'm only paying about $1,000 a year right now in income tax, and that includes my trash removal.
Yeah, I'm going to get smacked this year. I'm afraid to look.
But that's because when I bought my house was during the crash, and they can only raise your taxes 3% a year. So, yeah, Save Our Homes, it's called, and plus I'm homesteaded, of course. And then once they bring the assessment up to a certain level, we can double homestead, me and my wife, on the same. And my taxes, if it goes up, my taxes will actually go down. Love Florida.
Oh, that's a good.
I'm thinking about investing in more minerals. What I want to do.
Okay,
I
guys.
I was going to buy
I've
property.
got to head out.
Later,
All
Don.
right,
Don.
Good
Don.
night.
Good seeing you, bro.
Going to bed?
No, not at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. No.
Oh, okay. I forgot what time it was there.
Are you going on that Jackass Justin's channel? Oh, he's here. Never mind. Sorry.
No, I've got a couple of things to do, so I've got heaps to do. So
see you, Dom.
Well, Dominic, thanks for stopping in. Don't dominate the channel again like that.
Yeah, keep going.
I'm thinking about buying property
Bill,
instead of a house.
Bill, where you live, is that considered a municipality?
I'm sorry, what?
Where you live, is that considered a municipality?
I'm in a city.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is it for homesteading in Florida? It's a half an acre or less. But if you're out in the boonies, I think it goes up to like 150 acres or something like that.
I don't think it's based on property size, as far as I know.
I'm pretty sure it is in Florida because my cousin went
50 grand off your assessment.
My cousin actually had to divest some of the plot to a neighbor in order to qualify for the homesteading.
Maybe it is, but it doesn't affect. I've never looked into it. It doesn't affect me because I have a quarter acre. I have a eighth.
Oh,
whatever.
okay, yeah. I think it's a half acre, and she was a little bit above that. So she talked to one of the neighbors who was well below it, whether they wanted to take some of her fence lines so she could get the plot line down, and she had to do that with the prior owner. But there's all crazy laws in this country, and every state is different. Every state is different.
Here's a little known homestead rule. If you're homesteaded, you get a free fishing license to fish in the county. How about that?
Very nice. See,
that's
that?
included.
Perks.
Fresh water and everything.
With perks.
Most people don't know it and don't take advantage of it.
Can't beat that.
Yeah. Actually, there's also free fishing license above 65. There's all kinds of things. Florida's a great place.
I'll tell you, nothing better than the National Park Pass, the Lifetime Senior National Park Pass. Can't get better than that. That's a great discount. I pay $80 for a lifetime pass, and that means all national parks in the country, and then half. I think it's half for any camping.
Took advantage of that once. I went with two seniors on a bike run up to St. Augustine, and to get into the fort. he bought the passes and he took advantage of that. Yeah, that lifetime pass. It's very, very cool.
Worth it, yeah.
Yeah, they're never going back to the gold standard, Tim.
Come on.
Might as well get that out there.
I can wish, bro. Come on.
Although that would jack the if you had a 1 ounce coin, that would jack the price of it way the fuck up.
I got 1 ounce gold. I got
you like worth like 200 grand.
Yeah,
Well,
because
no.
we really don't know how much gold is in Leavenworth. Okay,
I actually
mystery.
got a 5 ounce gold coin. I got 2 of them, and the rest are ounces. But my silver are actually all ounces.
Well, what was the
999, whatever the fuck it is?
The last time they even went into Fort Knox was what, back in the 70s or whatever, when they actually let that film crew, but they only unlocked one.
Yep,
Yeah.
1978, but they would only show them one vault.
What's it called? A Troy ounce? Troy ounce. That's what I got every coin.
Troy ounce. Yeah, you guys see that's on the U.S. standard. You understand that, right?
Yeah, I know, but that's what I sell it in, Tom. If I do sell it.
You'll sell.
No, I won't. That's
Eventually.
when I go to my kids if I have a stroke.
So yeah, we haven't been on the gold standard since.
That was Nixon, wasn't it? Wasn't that Nixon that took the stuff up?
Carter.
Yeah.
Carter.
No. 1971, Nixon, and it was to curb inflation because inflation was running.
Oh, because all the shit going on in Cuba. Yeah.
Tom, do you see what Reger's putting in the chat? He was talking about BRICS and the Saudis. Now he's talking about the petrodollars replaced the gold dollar.
Well, that's a fucking good thing. There you go.
Well, remember, the world's still on a U.S. standard, so.
Yeah, I know, but still, man.
That's the gold standard right there. Look at that egg, huh?
Oh,
look at that.
Yeah, I think that's got blood on it from that.
That was a hard pass.
Yeah,
that was a hard pass right there.
That's a hell of a. Well, my dad used to say, "No, never mind. I won't say."
Good, Alexis. Tell us about your gigantic duck egg, chicken egg.
Yeah, it's as big as a duck egg. Some of them. That poor girl was squawking.
Oh
yeah,
I
squawk too. Holy fuck!
That's like a little 14-pound baby right there.
You just got to stop messing around with the local turkeys.
Right.
That's slut.
I was thinking about leaving it in the coop and just seeing what kind of chicken came out of that, but probably a 2-headed chicken or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I reckon. Just let her roost for about 3 days.
Cool cat.
So a quick funny story. I when my grandson was born, and my son-in-law was a big boy. When my grandson was born, we went to the hospital, my wife and I, and we looked in the nursery window. And there was this kid that in the bassinet, his feet and his head touched the ends of the bassinet. And I'm standing there and I looked at him and I went, holy shit, look at this kid. And my wife just jabbed me because there was this guy standing next to us. Okay.
And he was this tall.
The guy turned to me and went, "No, it's quite okay. That's not my kid." Okay. And it turned out it wasn't our grandson, luckily. Okay. Otherwise, my daughter probably wouldn't have had another kid after that. But this kid looked like he was born as a toddler. I swear to God, with a full head of hair, no less.
Wow.
It had to be like
my brother was over 10 pounds when he was born, and my cousin was almost 12 pounds when he was born.
That's a lot of heartburn for them women.
Could you even imagine?
Well, my mother said she kept the birth weight down on all her kids by smoking and drinking. So, you know,
well, that's a safe maneuver. I like that.
Exactly.
Well done.
Yeah.
Imagine you go almost 12 pounds, 11, like 11, 10, 11, 12, whatever. Could you imagine giving birth to that?
Yeah,
he better be worth it, man.
I was 12 pounds 1 ounce when I was born.
12 pounds.
12 pounds 1 ounce.
I was only 7.5 pounds. 7 pounds something.
I delivered a 13-pound baby. Yeah. So.
And then I have a cousin who beat me by a few ounces.
27 babies.
I was premature
in the South Bronx.
Story of my life, premature.
You notice how the room went silent there, Tim?
Yeah.
We're all imagining a vagina that this big.
Fuck off.
I don't know. I just feel bad.
Oh my god.
Look at Lon. Lon said he was 10 pounds, 13 ounces, 22 inches long.
I was in an incubator for.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me at all. Lon. Doesn't not surprise me at all.
That's how I got asthma, as they say. I don't fucking know. Doctors.
My son was premature. 7 months he came out. He was already 5.5 pounds. They apparently grow almost a pound a week. And he came out at 7 months. Can you imagine how big he would have been?
The last trimester is a rapid period of growth.
My mom told me that she washed me in the kitchen sink, and I was as long.
It's called an
her
episiotomy.
hand to the tip of her finger when she put me in.
Unfortunately, my skinny little wife couldn't carry him full term. Unfortunately.
Hey, Jim, did you hear back in November about the woman who had the 14-pound baby in Canada?
I hate to see her what she looks like. I would be afraid to touch her after that.
No.
Good.
She set her record for 14 pounds.
Wow.
Stitches.
14 and a half pounds.
Wow. She's ruined.
God damn. Never go back to. Never mind. Shut up. Shut up.
She's never letting that guy touch her ever again.
He's not going to touch her after watching it. He's going to be like, what the fuck? I was traumatized after watching my daughter over here be born. Holy fuck. Are you going to touch me again? I don't fucking know. God.
I mean, if I was her, I would just be sticking with
Captain Dildo
from now on.
Like, damn, you need my whole foot. Oh, no way. Well, you could do the what's the name? And what's the name? Maneuvers. Kegel. What are they called? Kegel exercise.
Oh, you do those often, Tim, or what?
Dick. Fuck you. No, my ex-wife used to do
it. Fucking lawn.
Just go anal after that, yeah.
I need one of these, son.
Oh my god.
Thinking about kids.
Hey, Joe, I had to.
I was horrified when my wife told me that my 6-year-old son wasn't mine. Apparently, I need to pay more attention during school pickup.
Emotional damage. What's the matter with you?
That's the shot right there. That's the
Fuck
shot.
it, hell.
I like the
blended
talking
in so
tattoo.
good. That blended in so good to what we were talking about. Like,
Jim's got a joke for every situation.
He does. Consummate pro.
you know.
Well, I think I'm going to head out. I'm a little tired too.
I've seen this picture before, Alexis, but I'll show it.
That's off of some movie. I forgot what it was.
That is from a movie. You're right.
Yeah.
Whoa, hello. That's a picture of my
What is that?
ex-wife.
The Harvard School of Gynecology?
Yeah.
It's like an OBGYN college. Yeah.
Is her name Lisa?
I'm waiting for
Is her name
Lon.
Lisa?
Oh my God, is she in town again?
Where's the seminar? Make a left at the fallopian tube.
Yeah, right.
Lon, doesn't that feel real familiar?
Oh,
Wow, Lloyd. Wow.
I wonder if her name was Lisa.
Damn.
then.
Those are big kids, Lloyd.
Wait a minute.
My sister was
kid you
only
put to
5.
work, right?
My
What?
sister was only 5.
What?
What's she doing having 3 children?
Whoa, 5 years old.
5
You're
pounds.
fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me.
I know.
What is he living with?
What the hell's wrong with you? Like, I really thought a 5-year-old had a 13-pound child.
Oh,
Right.
God damn.
Ah, yeah.
Good night, kids.
Oh, 5 foot tall. There we go.
Yeah.
Good night, Jim, honey.
Better.
Night,
Night.
Good night, Jim.
Bye,
Jim.
Jim. Thank you
with
for,
all my
for,
fingers,
for
Jim.
being you.
Tell Jordan we said hi.
See you soon.
Take care, Jim.
Oh.
Emotional damn.
So let's talk about drones.
Yeah, well.
So
Hey,
did Tom get a
How
drone?
about DJI getting out of the,
Bill, it doesn't
What
work.
now, Andrew?
Did
how
you
about
get a drone
DJI
for Christmas?
getting out of the geofencing business? How about that? That's amazing.
So I have a question, a drone question.
Okay.
When is all this remote ID going into place? Legally?
September of 2023, Alexis.
Of 23.
Past that.
It's already in effect. What you're talking about is when will you be given leeway? I believe through the middle of March.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think
Okay,
it's March.
but that is only on drones that are not already capable of remote ID. So if your drone is capable of RID, but you don't implement it, you're afoul of the regulations.
Right.
The Air 2 was capable of it. It had the button.
Air 2, I've registered that already.
Yeah, basically,
It had the button on it.
The Mini 2, I didn't bother because I don't have my part 107, so I don't care. So there you go.
So is
However, my POS, I'm gonna have to update that so that it starts, giving out the signal.
That's right. The
like
Mini
with the Avata or the
Avata-
DJI FPV, or is that all built in?
The Avata is already
Avata's already got it.
RID ready. I'm not sure about
Yeah.
the FPV.
But you gotta have you've registered. Have you gone online and registered your Avata?
I've registered it under my Part 107, but nothing to do with the RID.
When you register it, it asks
it's
if
automatic.
Yeah. No,
The
it
Avata-
asks.
They're
It's
already
RID.
coming up now but if you're registering as of late, they're already coming up as it's already on the
When I
docket.
went in there, it literally asked, "Is
It
it?"
asked you to to pick it.
Yeah.
Yes or no.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what I did. I'll have to go back and look.
What motherboard is that, Joseph?
It's,
When I initially registered the Air 2S, I said no because it wasn't.
I want the
And then I re-registered it as yes.
okay, so like the one I gave to Jim Beauchart, I bought both of those at the same time. So those
I
are,
just sent it to you, too.
but our remote ID is already built into those.
Yeah.
Right.
And what about the FPV, the DJI FPV?
I'm trying to look it up
Well,
on
it is now with the latest update, but you have to connect it to a phone when you're flying it.
Yes. Well, the same thing with the Avata, unless you're
that's
using the Integra goggles.
They're making this way too confusing.
No, it's a USB-C to USB-C cable to your phone. Boom, you're done. It's not hard.
So it's not like a module you have to buy?
No.
No. It's a firmware update.
No, yeah, it's a
The
firmware
circuit
update. It's also
already-
FPV, you need the module, I believe.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. I'm
No,
looking
you
it
don't.
up right now.
What?
It doesn't appear you do.
What if you build your own FPV then?
Oh, yes.
No. We're talking about the
I
DJI.
have to look to see what my old drone is.
No, if you build your own FPV, they're typically less than 250 grams.
Well, I'm
You got two M.2s.
I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly my
That's all I
DJI
wanted.
Spark either way. So
If it's an actual FPV, they're typically less than 250 grams, even the bigger ones. But the DJI FPV is way over 250 grams, so you got to
Big time.
update.
It's like
You got to update your
900,
firmware, update your
800.
software, and plug it into a cell phone.
Would that be better than
the Avata? Again, the Avata also has to be. Your goggles have to be plugged in to a cell phone with the Fly app on it, unless you have the Integra goggles.
Right, because it's built into the Integra goggles.
Built into the Integra.
Yeah,
And then
actually,
there's
Al
new-
at the
there's a new set of goggles coming out. Yeah,
little-
Lon, virtually all DJI drones, all the way back to the Mavic 2 Pro.
You only
or
have one
RID.
display port on it, bro.
the Al at the little mini meetup we had together, we had it and he had his updated and had plugged into his, and he showed me on the app that look, it's showing up as you know. So
Okay.
so that's good to go.
So what about this old Mavic Pro?
No, it is not.
It still
It will
takes good
require an
pictures,
RID
sir.
You're
module.
gonna have to buy a module
and-
for that.
Yeah, and you
But it
basically
still
you
takes
have to
good
buy a
pictures, sir.
module that's self-powered.
Wait a minute. Everybody's talking at one time.
Okay.
What?
I said it
So,
still takes
Alexis-
good pictures for a Mavic Pro. It still
Yeah.
takes good pictures.
That wasn't the question, though, Tim. So the question being answered.
Follow the conversation, Tim.
Okay. Okay. Tim, you never have to fly that. You got the flag behind you.
Okay. So what do I do with this?
The Mavic Pro, the original Mavic needs an RID module, but the RID module has to be self-powered. It's got to have a battery because you have no way of plugging it into the drone. Like if somebody asked what happens if you build your own FPV drone. Yeah, you can buy the unpowered RID modules because you can power off the board. Okay, but this you'd have to buy a self-powered one, which they're out there now. They're available.
Where do you buy
that's
them
the
from?
other thing.
Yeah, but so far, as
look
long
at
as it's under 250, you don't have to do
DroneWorks.
anything.
Look at DroneWorks out of Florida. They probably will have them in stock.
Unless you're flying that FPV,
Unless you're flying
commercially
in a FRIA zone. If you fly it in a FRIA zone, okay, which is like an AMA field or something like that, you can fly without an RID module, but you're going to be limited to height and distance.
Yeah.
You'll be in a bubble.
I don't think there's anything like that around here anyway.
Yeah, they're few and far between, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And usually they come with stuff with that.
I'll just get a module and put on this Mavic Pro then?
We have them here. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to need one.
Right, so confusing.
Or just fly it.
Yeah,
only has one
FRIA zones in Las Vegas.
Only has one display port in
Different
that 570.
AMA fields.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Go with the 590, man. That's what I'm doing.
But Lon said the Mavic Pro Platinum is compliant.
Yeah, there's a list, by the way. It's you got to go up on the FAA site and view the public doc list, and it will list every drone that is currently compliant.
No.
Yeah, you can order the Holy Stone RID module for $89.99 on Amazon right now.
Well, how does that work? Does it have its own power supply?
It does. Yeah.
So you can use it with any drone?
Yeah, it's a watch battery they have in there. Yeah, it's like it's a wafer battery. It's a CR battery, I believe.
It's a CR 2032 battery.
Yes, and you just plug it in USB-C to keep it charged. But I think they hold the charge for an extremely long period of time.
Justin, and it don't even have a BGA port.
You'll get numerous flights on
for a third screen.
Max, you are correct.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's not that
Yeah, I agree, Max.
It's really not that big a deal. Once everything you're not even gonna notice it.
Just go with
not enough people. See, this is the problem. Not enough people commented on the regulations because really what should have happened was it should have been limited to above 100 feet. Because just think about all the FPV flyers out there. They don't go over 100 feet. Usually they're running gates and stuff like that. Okay. You shouldn't have to.
And
now if you look at what just
be shielded operations.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at what just happened in not far from you, Bill, well, in your state, Volusia County, right? You had that drone impact with the Robson R-44. But it turns out that the heliport for the Robson is like right next to where the guy was flying. And, I had a friend of mine just say to me the other day, oh, this is bullshit. That, $60,000 worth of damage from a drone. That's ridiculous. Right, Alexis? If you futs up a prop blade on a certified aircraft, the FAA doesn't let you buff out that prop. You basically have to replace that prop.
Correct.
And a fixed rotor is pretty damn expensive. So, But again, the individual, what I was told, the individual that was flying the drone did have advanced authorization for the area.
Yep.
He had permission up to 200 feet. He was flying at 180. But the problem was helicopters can, taken off from, there was a tour. I think their tour group was right there. That's where the helicopter operates from. So, people always complain how low helicopters fly, but if you look at the regs, helicopters don't, I believe it's over an urban area, they have to be 500 feet above. Okay. But, there was no broadcast from the helicopter also. And he said he looked down momentarily at his screen and then heard an impact. Well, come on. We all know that if you're flying a drone, you're going to be checking your screen probably more often than you're checking the drone in the sky.
Lon has a good point there, Tom.
He wasn't that far, Lon. If you look at the map if you go on Google Maps and you look at that, you'll see that Daytona flea market is directly next to the sightseeing helicopter pad. Okay. So it's like right there. No. See, here's the other. Okay, Lon, I know what you're saying, but correct me if I'm wrong, Alexis. The approach speed of the helicopter and the just ambient noise. He was at a construction site. Okay. Just those combined. I mean, the helicopter can come out of nowhere rather quickly. The Robson, I believe the cruise speed on an R-44 is probably 100, maybe 120 knots, 130 knots. Okay. So that closure speed is pretty damn quick. He could have been hearing helicopters all day long, Lon. You don't know. You know what will be the real tell? The FAA and the NTSB. Okay. Once we get those reports, then we'll know. And it's not uncommon for manned pilots to be found at fault for things. Usually that's more often than them saying that there's a problem with the aircraft. Pilots wind up in the crosshairs more often than the aircraft manufacturers wind up in the crosshairs. No, you'd be surprised, Lon. You'd be very, very surprised. Okay. Lon is saying, the guy isn't coming in like he was dropping Marines off in Nam, but he's coming in at, at a low approach. I'm coming from New York City, watching them come in and out of the 34th Street heliport on the east side over the East River and stuff. And then we had seaplanes and everything else. You're constantly hearing stuff. That doesn't mean it's right there. So, we don't know what happened until we see those reports.
Tom, I had a helicopter at the boat festival a year ago. A Coast Guard helicopter came in like he was dropping off Marines at 50 feet. Yeah. I had my drone up. Yeah, I had my drone up at about 70 feet. And I heard it, and I was looking. I couldn't find him, and all of a sudden he came behind the trees. And they were pointing at the drone. And I was bringing it back towards me. But he could have took me out, and it wouldn't have been my fault.
Yeah, I had the same situation. Yeah, we had the same situation. We were up by Bear Mountain, and we were flying down low over the Hudson River. The only problem with having a high vantage point as your takeoff location and flying down, you really don't know how close you are to the water. Okay. Yep. Now you're below your takeoff location. And so I was flying, and all of a sudden my buddy yelled to me, "Chopper." It was 3 Nighthawks. Okay, coming out of West Point during the summer, with the cadets. And those guys were flying maybe 70 feet over the Hudson. Right. And I tell you, I was having a bowel movement at that point. Okay.
Squeezing cheek moment.
You ain't kidding, man. So it can come up on you real quick. Okay.
Yep.
Definitely can come up on you real quick.
When he came around those trees, the guy standing in the doorway was pointing drones like that. You could see what he's doing. And all I did was back towards me, bringing it down, because he was going right where I was.
Yeah. And only the newer drones have the alerts that you're going to hear, and that's really only if the aircraft is broadcasting out. Right?
It was not
If
broadcasting.
the aircraft isn't broadcasting out on ADSB, you're not going to know it's there until it's too late. Sometimes.
Lon, not many areas use helicopters to regulate traffic anymore.
I got a helicopter pad right on the top of Black Mountain. And if I see a helicopter in the air, I got to drop it.
He's not talking about automotive traffic. He's talking about manned air traffic, Andrew.
Well, that's what I'm talking
no
about.
high traffic in my area.
I got a helipad right at the top of the hill over here. And if I see them take off, I got to drop my drone right away. I did it plenty of times.
So another point that Lon is raising and a few others have is he should have had a VO. Yeah, he should have. But again, this is a small bit. And think about it now. The majority of drone businesses in this country are small, one-operator drone businesses. Okay? And these individuals can't afford to hire somebody. They're a small business. Now, of course, if the FAA mandated it, it would wind up putting a lot of people out of work. Okay. So again, I'm one of those people that wants to reserve judgment until the NTSB issues their report. Yeah, we had seaplanes take off on the East River. Okay, and they barely clear the Queensboro Bridge when they take off. Now
we
what
have
they
tons
do
of them around here too.
is they do their run up now in Newtown Creek. So they come directly across from, I believe it's like 14th Street in Manhattan on the Manhattan side. They come across the East River into Newtown Creek, which separates Brooklyn and Queens. And they do their run up there. And then they come out of Newtown Creek and take off going north on the East River. And I mean, they're only about 50 to 100 I'm say 50 to 75 feet above the Queensboro Bridge when they cross it.
They got them on the Hudson River, don't they? I remember seeing
not seaplanes, but helicopters all over the place. See, the East River, Hudson River, and the New York Harbor is called an SFRA. Okay, it's a special flight restriction. It's a special flight restriction area where you're not even supposed to fly drones over those rivers and the harbor. But again, there's plenty of videos.
I thought I used to see seaplanes in the Hudson River, but
no, basically you're going to see you'll see an occasional Delta flight in the Hudson River, but that goes back 20 years ago. That was wrong. You know what? I believe that was 25 years ago.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it has been.
I think so.
Damn.
Yeah. The Miracle on the Hudson, right?
Yeah.
I was on that job.
That was silly.
Yeah, I was on that job.
I remember that. Fuck me, dude. Yeah.
So, did you meet Sully?
Did I? No, I wasn't. What do you think? I was on the plane with the guy?
No.
Well, you understand what I did, right, Andrew? I don't think I had time to go like shoot grip and grins with people. Hey, shake my hand. Okay. In fact, you know what, Andrew? My younger brother has a selfie with him, but my younger brother worked for Department of Homeland Security, overseeing overseeing the crew at LaGuardia. So he's met him.
I remember like 40 years ago, we used to take the boat out there. And there's a lot of shit happening on that fucking Hudson River. I'll tell you that one. And a lot of shit went down. Actually, have you ever heard of a place called Pennypack? Pennypack?
Excuse me?
In Philadelphia? Pennypack. Pennypack Island. Pennypack Island. But there's a lot of shit that happened there, like in the 80s. Pennypack Island.
Well, we had a plane crash in Brooklyn back in...
they found bodies at Pennypack.
In the 60s. We had two planes collide with each other. One wound up in Park Slope, Brooklyn, and the other wound up in Staten Island.
Pennypack is where we used to go bass fishing, rock bass.
So that was in 2009.
They found bodies there and everything in Pennypack. I
Yes.
think Steve
Yeah.
has been there before.
2009. You're right. So, yeah, we got 15 years almost. Yeah, 15 years. Coming up this weekend, right?
There was guys that were doing recreations of that flight on Flight
Yeah.
Simulator.
Yeah.
I watched a video the other day, matter of fact, and these guys were doing recreations of that flight, and they said he could have made it back to the airport. Like they put all the variables. in there.
Hindsight's 2020.
But I don't know.
Bullshit.
And I don't believe
Bullshit.
them anyway.
Well, I don't know if that's correct.
Look, you
but
know what?
they were saying
You know
it.
what saved all those passengers? That military pilot sitting in the captain's seat. That's who saved those passengers.
Oh, I'm not doubting
Pure
that.
and
I'm
simple.
just saying they were
Pure
trying
and
to say
simple.
that he could have made it
And
back.
the guy that was on the air
Nothing-
traffic.
nothing
I saw that. I
accounts
saw
for
that trial and that court and all that, and they tried to prove that he proved that they were wrong.
Yeah.
There was no way he could have made it,
And
and
the guy
God
that
forbid
was
he tried and then crashed into Northeast New Jersey. I mean,
or turned around and tried to land crossing the island of Manhattan. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
that whole
which
area
without any
is just
engines,
wall to wall people.
He was losing altitude so quickly. He wasn't making it to Teterboro. There was no effing way he was making.
You gotta
Remember,
give it
he
to the
had
air
a
traffic control,
catastrophic
too.
bird strike. He had a catastrophic bird strike, basically, just after takeoff.
You
And if
gotta
you say,
talk about the air-
well, he was so close to the airport. Well, you guys don't know what New York City is. Where do you think LaGuardia Airport is? I mean,
And
you take off
Teterboro,
out of
Teterboro, which
LaGuardia.
is the largest municipal airport in New Jersey. I used to live right next door to
Right.
Teterboro. I grew up
Yeah.
next door.
Yeah.
And even that isn't 100% safe landing for a plane that size to begin with. You
Oh,
know,
not
it-
that.
You have to
Yeah,
fly
yeah,
over
that's a
the
short
island and
runway
in.
for a plane that size. But then again, remember, you got to basically be a carrier pilot to land at LaGuardia Airport. Okay,
Yeah, but you gotta thank- you gotta
basically
thank-
tail hook when you land at LaGuardia.
You got to thank the air traffic control too on that too. On that,
Are you a pilot, Cool Cat?
you got to thank them too. They did a good job on that.
Bullshit, Cool Cat. Bullshit. That's I'm going to call.
Yeah, and on
bullshit.
top of it, those test pilots that were running that, they knew exactly what was going on when it happened,
Right.
as it happened.
Yeah.
it was baloney.
The
Right.
level of experience in that cockpit is what saved the crew and the souls on board.
That one
Pure
bloke
and
was the
simple.
only one that did
Pure
it.
and
That one
simple.
bloke was the only guy that fucking saved his ass, I reckon.
Yeah, that was an Airbus A320, I believe.
Was it 50 plus years experience between the two of them?
Well, just the Sully's experience in the military
was
okay. The number of hours that he had, okay, and his co-pilot was, I believe, had 20 years of experience himself. So you're talking about a significant amount of experience up there, and that's unfortunately going away.
Yeah.
Okay, it's getting real young, real quick up in the sky.
It is. That's what
They're doing. Out here, they're recruiting pilots. I mean, Southwest is recruiting pilots. Spirit's recruiting pilots out here, and they're taking them. They're taking them out of community colleges and putting them
they're
through flight
actually
training.
hiring.
And
They're actually
normally, you got to
hiring-
have experience first before
They're
you even
actually
look at the
hiring-
airlines.
They're hiring a lot of fucking simulation guys that do gamers. They're actually hiring a lot of them now.
Cool Cat, Part 61.
It's fucking crazy.
Cool Cat, you Part 61 or Part 91? Oh, I'm sorry. You said, okay. I see it now.
Glider pilot, way different.
No,
That's
it's not,
cool, though.
because that's exactly what Sully was flying at that point.
But that's cool though. Yeah. Good on you.
Okay. Oh, gliders are the best, man. If you ever get an opportunity to take a glider flight, there's nothing more peaceful.
We got
Okay,
one 10
nothing
Ks
more
away
peaceful.
from me. We got a landing
Alexis.
1K for me, and now I haven't gone up in it yet. The guy wants me to. For the last 5 years, he's been asking me to go up, and I'm like,
Do
nope.
it, man. Do it. Alexis, let me ask you a question. Do you, as a Part 61, do you feel that it would be advantageous to require all pilots?
About
Would I what? What did you say, Tom?
Oh, I didn't take a drink. About
Oh, Tom froze up.
Tom froze.
Tom froze up.
I think he was talking about gliders, Alexis. So he
stunned.
was asking you that all pilots should
Are
take
you
a
there, Tom?
glider ride before you take a actually flight. I think that's what he was trying to get to. I'm not getting up into a glider. I'm sorry. I saw how they take off.
Oh,
I just lost my. I'm back.
I'm
Okay.
not going to do it.
Oh,
What was
Tom,
the
I sent you that
question?
video if you want to take a look at it later.
What was your question?
So Alexis, my question, Alexis, was: don't you feel it would be significantly advantageous to have anybody striking to be, a single engine land to do some time in a glider?
There you go. I was right. Woo!
Yeah. It certainly wouldn't hurt.
Right.
But I'll
No
tell you
way.
something. In training nowadays compared to when I learned to fly, because I started in 1971, I was 13 years old.
Yeah.
And when I was taking, because I had 3 years in the cockpit with a CFI, because you can't solo until you're 16, can't take the test until you're 16.
You can't take until you're 16.
I had about 3 times the amount of hours I needed by the time I became 16 instead of starting when I was 15 or 16. But anyway, my point is, back when I learned to fly, spins were required and stalls and stall recovery.
Right.
I think now they don't require the student pilot to do spins
They still
because
stalls.
yeah, they require stalls, but they don't they don't go into a full stall. I think they go to the stall horn.
Yeah.
They go to the stall horn and then they lower the nose and keep flying. But in order to spin the airplane, you have to stall the airplane.
Exactly.
So, back when I was being taught, we did spins and spin recovery. And I think that still should be required because if you get into one, how are you going to know to get out of one?
It's
Usually when you
just
get
like
into one, you're in this traffic pattern, you're low and slow, and that's why they die.
Yeah. And it's just like, look, people that own SUVs think they can immediately drive through any snowdrift, right? Unless you practice a little bit, when that rear end starts to swerve on you, most people react in exactly the wrong direction.
But isn't a glider a full-on stall anyway? A glider is a full-on stall anyway?
No, it's not, because look. First off, we're talking about look at the amount of surface on those wings. Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
You're working with lift, so that's why a lot of times you'll fly in the early morning. Okay, close to the mountains because you're getting those updrafts coming up. Okay, on the leeward side, and this way, that's all you're doing. You're riding the current. But it's amazing. And you know what? Guess what? Gliders don't need anymore. Gliders don't need tow planes anymore.
He's been trying 5 months to get me up on that, and I won't go up in this glider.
You should, man. There's nothing like. In fact, you'll sit up front.
Oh no!
Okay?
No!
It's amazing. It's amazing if you ever have the opportunity, and they're relatively inexpensive flights too.
My friend drives one. I can go for free.
Even better. Take advantage of it. That should be an item on your bucket list, dude. That and hot air ballooning should be on your bucket
hot
list.
air. I've been up in one. I like hot air. Yeah. I've been up in three now. Hot air balloons.
Yeah, look for your local. Usually they're called SOARS, SOARS clubs that are at some of the recreational airports. They usually have glider flights out.
I did that. I did that out by Mooloolaba, actually. Mooloolaba, Queensland. They had the hot air balloons. They go up, and my buddy's like, "I'm going up. You want to jump in?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "How much I got to pay?" And he goes, "No, I already got the ticket. Come on along." And that was like 3 times running. Like it was every other weekend. I loved it. I should have took pictures, but I never did.
We're going up in February to Kanab, Utah, for the balloon festival up there. Bringing the
That would
RV
be
up
good.
there. Yeah, it should be nice. I'm
Well,
trying
my friend
to
that
get
does that glider, I won't go up.
Trying to get advanced authorization right now to fly my drone.
As you're flying, yeah. as you're up in it. That would be cool.
No. You it's illegal to fly a drone from an aircraft. Okay.
Oh yeah. When you're that high, yeah.
And a balloon is an aircraft. So
oh, it's awesome, man. I loved it.
If you don't know it's illegal, then just go check out Trent Palmer's YouTube.
Oh yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
Okay, because Trent already got himself in trouble for that. But they're out of northern Nevada. It's the Flying Cowboys out of they're hysterical, man. They see the thing is Vegas is so big, you don't realize how big it is, but those boys have landed on a highway and pulled their light sport aircraft, which they're regular aircraft. We're talking about Carbon Cubs and all.
Yeah.
And pulled them into they have like Rotex engines. They take 87 octane. They pull them into the Arco gas station because there's an Arby's there. Okay, fill up and then go have some roast beef and take back off. In fact, I believe Trent. I think Trent has a video up where they were doing that, and the Nevada State Troopers pulled up.
And Mr. B, that's where my first wife went to basic Fort Benning.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
went to basic there. Yeah.
Did they pull him over, Tom, or
spent?
No, they just wanted to know, hey, where'd you guys come out of? And Trent's done really well for himself. Trent built a house up in the mountains and put a hangar in and a landing strip. So he's doing very well, and YouTube has helped pay for. But Trent is also a cinematographer. He's been flying heavy lift drones for probably a decade.
That's cool. You said that, Mr. B, because I didn't. Yeah, I haven't heard that name since you went to basic. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
101st, yeah.
She went to.
I spent a lot of time at Benning, unfortunately.
yeah. She went to Fort Benning for basic training, then went somewhere else. I think she did 2 tours.
I did basic, AIT, and jump school at Benning.
At Benning?
Cool. I got to ask her and see how. I think she did 2. No, I think she might have done one tour. I don't know.
Well, Bill, maybe you have an excuse to finish your 107 that you've been putting off.
Yeah.
There you go.
Strip with Tom.
There you go, Bill. Do it.
Okay. I mean, I paid for a course. I won a free course. I should probably give that one away.
Oh, you did too. I remember when you got that. Yeah.
Who'd you get your coursework from?
The course that I bought was through
Remote Pilot 101 or
Remote Pilot 101. And then
it's not a bad course.
Well, he's constantly updating it. Like I never get around to it. And then when let's go back and pick up where I left off. And then I'm back to the beginning again because he updated the course again. So it just kind of resets you. But then I won this one.
Pilot Institute.
So I got 2 courses.
Greg and team does some great work. Yeah. Alexis, you got your Part 107?
Yes, I sure do.
Did you do it through a CFI or you do it through PSI testing?
No, I just did it with because Part 61 pilots.
Part 61, you just need a CFI.
Yeah, and I did a CFI, and my CFI at the time was in Al-Asad, Iraq. So I just sent it to him through email. He signed it, sent it back. I got it.
Send it back. There you go. Part 107 to add on to the 61.
Yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
All right.
So maybe, you know what? Maybe I can work my plans out that I semi-retire before November next year.
The certificate is...
I'll stay in Las Vegas for 2 weeks. You'll be reading about me in the newspaper. Well, guys, what do you think?
Well,
we've been on for 2 hours, 3 hours.
3 hours.
On 3 hours.
Oh, we got to make it to 3 hours. How long is the outro?
Good night, guys.
3 hours is 43 seconds away. Right.
There you go.
All right, we can start the outro. Anybody have anything to say before we go? You want to promote anything or say anything or do anything or?
Las Vegas.
Why you walking around like that, Jim?
Jim or no? Okay. No, we got Las Vegas meetup. Big deal. A big deal coming up next November
November 8th,
Yeah,
9th,
agree.
and 10th.
Agree, Cool Cat. Definitely agree on that one.
November what?
8th, 9th,
November
and 10th.
8th, 9th, and 10th.
There you go. Be
Friday,
there
Saturday,
or
How do you sign up for that?
And we're getting everything together, Alexis. Bob Dempsey, Audrey Dempsey. Audrey's a travel agent, so she's coordinating everything as far as hotel accommodations and all. And we're coordinating local transportation and fly out locations. So we'll get more information out over the next few weeks.
Okay, cool. My husband would probably be interested in coming with me if we can do that, because he's got family out there.
Yeah, good time had by all. Definitely would be a good time.
Sounds great. Really does. All right, guys. I think now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all his friends.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe. Thank you all for coming, and we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.